in the anime it was a little slower, but I don't think it was bad.
What are you talking about? I fucking speedless that shit with the quickness.
Yeah, well, in the anime they stretched it out with like the Icalgo shit underneath.
When I commit, I fucking commit to an anime.
All right, one last thing before you start the stream is.
No, stream's on, bro. We're live. It's over.
Oh, okay, so I was gonna ask. Monday 4 p.m. is still good.
I can't say the things I was saying earlier.
Or at least we should be live, or we're connected. We're in the process of being live.
Oh, we are live.
No, we're live now.
Are we live on YouTube and
Yeah, it's showing. It's showing.
Yeah, on Twitch.
Twitch, actually.
Where'd you get this picture, by the way?
Which picture?
The overlay of the 4 commanders.
Oh, that was on that was on DeviantArt. I just grabbed on DeviantArt.
You're just fucking stealing people's shit now, Cole?
Yeah, bro.
What do you
I thought you always shit on DeviantArt.
Yeah, bro.
It's only stealing if you get caught.
Well, we just caught his ass.
All right, so no, we're live on YouTube. We're live on Twitch. All right, simulcast. I was gonna announce on. I mean, I should announce it on Twitter, but Twitter should know via. Yeah, we're on both. I'm simulcasting. It's on both. It's literally on both.
Yeah.
Because for some reason, I felt the need to do a simulcast for this discussion. So I'm all right, fine. So that's why I'm streaming on both right now. All right, so it's cool. All right, not a big deal. All right, so listen, people, we live on both Twitch and on YouTube. All right, for this simulcast, this late night discussion, which was initiated by Mugar, Matt B, and I think Dustin. But Mugar, Matt B is a no-show, and Dustin has his own even high levels of cancer to talk about. So that's fine. That's cool. That's fine. All right. So let me. So everyone here read at least chapter One Piece. If you haven't read at least chapter One Piece, then just leave. You're gonna get spoiled. OD. Oh my God. I don't know. What gave it away? What gave it away? The title of the videos and the streams? I don't know. All right, yo. So I want to break this down. The stream may not be long. I'm not too sure how it's gonna go, but whatever. It's not a big deal. I want to talk about the general sense of this chapter. All right, because actually, no, fuck that. Let's start with the 4 commanders, and then we're gonna backtrack to Dragon. All right. So we have 4 commanders that were introduced in the latest chapter of the Revolution Army. All right, and when you compare them to, let's say, what we get with, let's say, Kuma or Ivanka, right? You have Morley, you have Betty, you have Lindberch, and then you have Karasu. Karasu, I think, out of all these, like 4, I imagine him the most. Because Karasu could be some crazy Paramecia or some mythical Zoan dude. I imagine him the most, honestly. Like, Karasu, I think, has a lot of promise. I know Betty, for her powers, is going to be very useful, considering how if she can manipulate an army or other folks around her via waving her flag, the cheer fruit. I mean, just.
Yeah. I mean, you can't look over Lindberch too, because Lindberch, if he's actually revealed to be a cat make, we can see him using like electro.
Is he a cat or is he a rat? Like I thought it was a mouse.
He's a cat because
he's Wednesday. He's Wednesday, man.
Based on the whiskers, it looks like a cat, bro.
Does it look like
I think so. It's like
I assumed it was like a cat.
Yeah.
Okay.
You mentioned the fact that like he's an inventor too, so that adds a little bit too. I mean, the cool shooter is like one thing, but if he could do more than that, that really shows that Dragon picked up like a very scary person to have on your crew, especially going for infiltrations and stuff using like weaponry.
I'd love to see some minority core
strength until we see them with a better matchup. Like to say this person's
He's
strong,
Wednesday.
this person's
Yeah,
good or
this is
bad.
just a showcase thing. For battle and stuff, it really doesn't mean anything. It's just a showcasing of who they are and stuff, what they bring to the table.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So like I can understand. It's like because here's the thing. It's like they did take out the civilian. I mean, the Pinkbeard crew, but I mean, Pinkbeard's a low fodder dude. Number 1. Number 2, Karasu helped by taking away like Lindberch and Karasu took away the Pinkbeard's weapon. So these guys were weaponless against these buffed up fodders, the civilians. And then you had the gay pseudo giant dude. Well, man, whatever his name is, right? Morley, right?
Morley, yeah.
Yeah, Morley, right? So Morley has a land base of power, which we've seen like I think 5 times in One Piece so far. So it's kind of
That's impressive, right?
yeah, exactly. It's not so far. He's not as impressive as when you look at like people that. Well, though, I mean, the whole thing about him is that it could be his weapon, right? Because every time he was doing the lion stuff, he was using his trident. It wasn't him necessarily per se. Like when he first comes out of the ground, the trident comes out first, and then he appears from the ground. Whereas when he took on some of the pink-bearded dudes, he used the trend to stab the ground and move the ground itself. So it could be very Fujitora-like in that case too. But right now, when it comes to the 4 that we got in this chapter, who do you have your eyes on the most?
For me, I think honestly, I gotta look at it's Karasu because I was going back and I was listening to like Sawyer's review, and it brought some very interesting points because he could very well be like someone tied to Kaido if his fruit actually is like a mythical zone with the crows, and the fact that like crows in mythology they go back to being like spies and stuff, and seeing like I know it's a weird detail to look at, but if you notice like all of the 4 of the commanders, right? He's the only one that's not wearing like a hat with the goggles and stuff. And
Right.
it kind of seems a little weird. And then not to mention the whole thing with the voice changer, or I guess like the microphone, whatever it was, like for his voice at the end, because he was like talking quiet, and he's like, "Oh, I forgot." And I'm thinking like, he couldn't it couldn't be a gag. It could actually be like, he just choose not to. So I think he's a little someone to like watch over just in case, because he might be a sketchy dude that could be working with Kaido possibly. I wouldn't say he would be a calamity, but he could be like something underneath that, maybe like an allied captain or one of like his other like guys, kind of like a sheephead, pretty much.
Well, my thought on this is that like they all have different positions in the field, right? So let's say is the giant dude would be the guy who leads them in the front line, going to fight the enemy troops with them. Karasu is like the assassin who would like go behind enemy lines, take out their chain of commands, break down the enemy army. The fucking cat, I think, is just a technician specialist. He can do long range, he can do mid range, he can pretty much do it all. And the Belo is like the leader. She's the one in the back line supporting the troops. That's basically they all have different roles on the battlefield. I'm saying. I think Belo Betty is the leader because of her ability alone.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give Rocket Raccoon anything yet.
Full respect on Rocket's name. Full respect on his name.
Yeah, I'm going with Betty. She'll be powerful if she can buff higher tier guys.
Yeah, it's true. I was thinking about that too.
We can't go so far with Betty because we've only seen her ability.
Well, not only that, but say she's leading like a
I'm
revolution.
saying her ability alone is enough to give her for me is impressive enough. Because if she's buffing guys who are proven to be strong, it doesn't really matter how strong she is. To me personally.
I mean, do you see that Betty's a woman though? Is Betty a fully because well, here's the thing. I'm gonna bring some Portuguese into this. Belo in Portuguese actually means beautiful, and it's the way you say it to a man. So if Betty actually
this before, then
it's like everyone who thought she's hot.
I mean, okay, listen, so listen, man.
The thing is that it could be a mistranslation on the people from Jemima. So the best that we have to do is to wait for this translation to come out to see if it's still Belo Betty or it's Bella Betty.
Yeah, like I'm still about Belo Betty, but if it's
I mean that would fit with the Ivankov thing,
Yeah.
It
wouldn't be the first time.
But like I said, let's wait for the Bismita translation, and then we'll know for sure if Betty is actually a full meat female or Betty is an actual trap card.
Well, I mean, okay, like here's the thing though. So it's kind of weird because because Ivankov changes hormones completely. Is that a fucking trap card? Like I'm not too sure. Exactly like is it a trap card, bro? Like I even know, man.
Going back to what the Okamas were saying too, because the Okamas were like, we're looking forward to Morley and we're looking forward to Betty, and you would think they would say that to guys, right? And then just like to say it to Betty, it just like kind of throws like a red herring. Like, wait, what? Like,
I think it's in the name. She called Betty, so she has to be born a girl.
Damn, this brings up the crocodile thing again.
Yeah, and
right,
And then you remember it happening in Impel Down with that one guy that showed up, he turned into a woman afterwards and stuff. Could have been the same situation.
Well,
Inazuma?
When you're in the Revolutionary Army and you're under Eva, gender just is to mean anything because they can switch back and forth on the fly.
Ivankov could demoralize somebody, just like switch their. I wouldn't even lose in a fight.
You gotta speak a bit louder.
No, he just cut it.
My bad.
Breaking up.
No.
It kind of seems like the Revolutionary Army is one big LGBT movement.
Oh, wow.
I mean, honestly.
Wow. Not my revolution.
Yo, bro, right?
Revolutionary. That's not my
real
dragon.
life
I mean,
stuff
I'm a
into
fan
his
of Betty because Betty's showing some midsection, like, oh, thank you, yay. But I mean, if she's gonna go, social justice 1, 2, 3, woo woo, I don't know about that. But I mean, but either
Her
way,
chest game's strong though.
yeah. But her powers are really useful. I mean,
Yeah, for sure.
for combat, like for warfare combat, she is gonna be fucking OP as fuck. Like I mean, from
especially for the ideals of the Revolutionary Army, like they want
Right.
to go around and
Yeah.
So,
bring
so
the
like
power.
when like the rage spirits of like the people who are trying to like rebel, like they're gonna be even stronger than the regular soldiers. So like the fodder soldiers of the revolutionary are gonna be stronger than the fodder soldiers.
They're gonna have stronger
Just
fodder.
right.
I think I don't know who what was
Stronger fodder.
Fodder was
Holy
important.
shit.
Was real important.
Can she use it on herself?
Maybe
That-
she'll make Usopp useful.
possible, maybe.
She can use it on herself.
I would
and
assume she
have
should,
the
yeah.
combat ability
I'm
that
wondering
is
if
for
Lindberch is connected to Vegapunk.
As inventors and stuff.
Inventor.
Actually,
Yeah, he seems to be a mink, so if he was a mink inventor connected to Vegapunk, that would make him somebody.
Oh, actually, Rico asked if on Twitch, Rico asked can Betty debuff too, which would be crazy if she could make dudes weaker with that flag. Yeah,
So take it away.
yeah, that'd be kind of wild. Yeah.
Ah,
that'd be sick.
That. Yo,
That would be
damn.
sick.
Possibility, but when you hear the concept of cheer, the concept of cheering, you're basically inspiring. Like,
Yeah, but
I
like-
don't know if
Yeah, but Oda can do
maybe
anything.
an awakened of the cheer fruit could debuff them.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
one way to do that
Take
is
away
to,
someone's
like,
motivation.
yeah, if she has
Well, then dig buff the enemy at the same time.
Yeah, if her awakening does have the ability to demotivate,
That would be kind of like Perona, though, wouldn't it?
Well, her
Yeah.
first pretty much the opposite of it, because with Perona's negativity, hers like positivity.
nah, like I think her awakening would be at some crazy shit like motivates inanimate objects to start rising up and attack the enemies. That would be OP as fuck.
Y'all big mama homie.
well, the thing
Somebody's
is,
gonna be
Perona
walking around with a
uses
Tacoma body.
ghosts. But wait, the thing is with Perona, she uses ghosts. If Perona is the counter, or I should say, the opposite of Betty's cheer fruit,
Huh.
have like some sort of proxy or some sort of that would be similar to the ghost fruit's power of negativity or depression.
They state that she
Yeah, why
uses
not?
a power through her flag. So every time she waves a flag, it activates.
Yeah, it does seem to be connected to the flag specifically, which
that.
is interesting.
Yeah, it's like if the flag is not there, then I don't think that her powers work. So she needs the flag. Yeah, it's like let's say so. I
The
mean,
power's in her body.
I think it's just part of the gimmick.
it could be, but also she could need a conduit for her powers to work.
Actually, yeah, I'm gonna agree. She actually does need a conduit because in order to cheer, you need something to you need an object to visualize that kind of positive.
Yeah. So in this case, the flag is like the pom pom, I guess,
I don't
right?
think so, because
I'm on the prayer camp where prayer comes from the heart.
Is
Don't need
that
your hands.
Haha, Natero.
of positivity?
She's probably gonna pull some Patriot level stuff where she just grabs the flag when they're losing the fight and just charges forward, and then
fucking love
everybody
that.
charges.
Oh, everyone follows suit because they get motivated. Like, oh, Betty's leading the charge. Follow Betty, and then they all get buffed and shit. Okay,
Yeah,
maybe.
It would be like a Kyokai situation in Kingdom. They would just follow her lead.
Yeah, that'd be kind of crazy, bro. Oh shit, that'd be kind
Yo,
of wild.
speaking of the flag, we also got the logo pretty much for like the Revolutionary Army.
It's a dragon, right? It's like a dragon with the.
They're saying it's a Chinese dragon. Yeah.
Is it? I couldn't tell if it's a Chinese dragon or not.
It's weird. It's weird because of the top
Let me
part.
get that check. Let me get that page.
Dragon
let me
proof
get that
confirmed.
Yeah, just the way it looks though. The RA and then spaced out in the middle just shows the dragon, but the top part it looks very different. from, like,
Really
the-
quick, teammates, cat top 5. No, fuck off, teammates.
Now,
False.
hold on, there's
Wrong.
Actually, hold on, there's actually a clear image.
Cat's
on
low
the
tier
wiki
confirmed.
of what the flag is. So I'm posting that in general right now.
Yeah,
a
it's right
clear
here, yeah.
picture.
Ooh.
I mean, I mean,
It doesn't look
Fine.
Chinese.
Yeah, it doesn't look Chinese at all, dude. Like it really doesn't. Yeah. It looks like okay. So there's an RA, and then it's a dragon with 3 horns or something, like wings on the side, and then
That I don't even know what it is.
Yeah.
It could be flames. It could be the dragon's flames.
The opposite way. Because flames blow out, it looks like the flames are blowing in.
freaking.
All I see,
Carrot top 5. My God, dude, that's ridiculous.
It's mostly the structure.
This man donates every time just to say that. Every time, every stream. No. Like, it's just ridiculous. I mean, honestly,
Actually,
but like, honestly though, here's the thing though. It's like, when it comes to the logo of the Revolutionary Army, right? Like, it in of itself, that could maybe also be a part of the power as well, because they're known throughout the world. Because hear me out, they're known throughout the world for being a force of nature, right? Like before, like we even see them like do anything, like the one guy with the glasses, like the one civilian guy's like, oh my God, it's them, it's the Revolutionary Army, and so that could be a component of it too, where it's like you have to be like well recognized as well in order to have the powers work to like their maximum. I mean, maybe not, but that could be a component too. Like again, like this was just an intro chapter, but
Yeah.
for me right now, when it comes to the pseudo gay giant, no, screw him. Betty with the army thing, she's useful, but she's whether she's a guy or a girl, I don't know, whatever. All right, Junkrat, whatever. Just we'll have to see what he can do. All right, and then, but definitely Karasu. Karasu is the dude I have to keep an eye out for, because it looks like Karasu is the one that also controls the information among the Revolution armies, because they use crows instead of like ducks or whatever they normally use in One Piece.
Ducks. The
seagulls.
Seagulls, right? There you go. Seagulls. There you go. Ducks, seagulls, like whatever. Same thing, man. Right? They're flying creatures, right? So
I have to say,
yeah.
Like Kane, you remember the episode of Game of Thrones? Like Sam was north of the wall. They got to this tree after he killed the White Walker, and all those ravens were, like swarming around.
Yes.
That's what Karasu reminds me of. I think it's actually gonna be a murder of crow type thing. Where you can make them swarm. Like
Okay. Wait. So then, in this case, right? In this case, then, is he a mystical Zoan or a Paramecia? I think he actually fits Paramecia more than mystical Zoan.
Yeah. I would say Paramecia.
Yeah, like I think that his like, yeah, because like I've never seen a Zoan that can make multiple copies of his own power. So like, again, so real quick. So if you have Pel, he ate the falcon fruit, and because of that, he himself becomes a falcon. When you eat like Rob Lucci, leopard fruit, he himself becomes a leopard. But he can't make copies of the leopards. So how is this guy making like several like crows? Like how does that happen? How does that work?
In a way, it's kind of like Itachi and stuff too. How
Yeah.
Like he
yo.
Holy shit. Dustin, you had a mighty conversation, bro?
Huh?
You had a mighty conversation. Yeah.
Almighty conversation.
Oh my fuck.
Now, actually, we could be overthinking or like underthinking this. This could, for all we know, be like a Shadow Logia. I know we have a Shadow Paramecia already, but it could be something similar like a Shadow Logia, and he just happened to take the form of crows.
I mean, but it also could be too, like, you know how like Pel said, whether 5 like devil fruits, so we know that actually can give you flight, and if he is like a special like zone type, we can say like he is one of the people.
Oda to make him a special zone, just like he made Katakuri a special Paramecia.
Yeah, I mean, he's either a special Paramecia or like some kind of mythical zone.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm thinking like, would a crow really be considered mythical?
He might not actually be making crows. He might just be controlling them and telling them.
Yeah, but like, well, like they're hugging his body constantly. Like that's kind of weird.
Yeah, they're coming like his cape and stuff too.
Yeah.
It almost, to me, it looked like he was producing them from his body.
Right, because like there's one point in the chapter where I think like part of his abdomen is missing in midair, and like it becomes a crow. Yeah, it's like go back to it. Like it's like kind of like his body, like his legs are gone, and then all he sees is him kind of floating, and then the crows are coming from that. So like this guy is really fascinating, man.
What did you rate the chapter, King?
Damn, we're jumping to that, bro. Like, wait a second, time out. Like let's
know.
Wait, Dustin. Like, first of all, Dustin, since you just came in, what are your thoughts on these commanders right now? Who do you think is most intriguing of the commanders so far?
Well, I would have said Betty till the trap card got played. So
really? But we don't even know. We don't even know. Like that could be pure fake news.
Got a point about the Belo, because Belo in like Italian and Portuguese and Spanish is like male, beautiful.
But like I said, like wait for the mistranslations though.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's a name. Like, it's more different. Like, if it's an actual name, where it's not going to be as bad, because like, you kind of have to make sure you get that somewhat correct. Otherwise, you're just making like a mistake on it. If it's like a place or like certain detail, then okay, you can make a mistake on that. But a name,
I say the gadget dude, but they was kind of like underwhelming for me. I don't know.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. So, all right. So, okay. So, I guess really quick then. So, I think the general sense here is that from what we're looking from the commanders, right? The one guy I think most people have their eyes on is Karasu, with some exceptions, right? Is that safe to say?
Yeah,
right.
Definitely.
All right, cool.
He got the best design besides Betty, I guess.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, like again, like Junkrat, I think he's all right, and then Gay Giant is Gay Giant or whatever he is. All right,
Morley,
Sassy, whatever he is. All right, really
I
quick.
like Betty as a character. I think she fits like what.
I mean, like the whole thing about her, like saying, you know, like oh, like you, like what was she like you scum people, like you cowards, some shit like that. Like you like that part of her character? It's
well, here's what I'll say. I thought that it, like I don't know if you've ever been in a situation where you're like I don't know, you guys probably aren't very political, but I kind of got into it and I was all for Bernie Sanders and stuff, and like I kind of felt like that frustration that she felt, where you look at people like, oh, they're complacent and they don't know that they can rise up, and I saw that as like frustration from her part, that she sees all these people that are like down, but they won't like rise up, you know. So that's how I saw that.
Okay, cool, yeah.
He talks like that,
because they don't want to die.
I mean, I don't even think like her looking down though. It's probably something called like negative reinforcement, or like
exactly.
They want to rise up.
Yeah. So again, but then that harkens back to the whole again, like, you know, social justice thing. But
yeah, she doesn't seem like a Esdef kind of character.
Yeah, exactly. Real quick, Maze says $5 donation says got shout out my Commodore Laz. Man is on the rise. Good shit right there. Yeah, right.
Shout out to Maze.
And then Moran donated $2 through Super Chat says, what is a better meme? Top 5 carrot or top 5 judge? The judge. Fuck carrot. Top 5 carrot's not even me, bro.
The judge was the original.
Exactly, bro. Of course, it can't be the original, no doubt.
Judge has a feat.
JQ, I think German has been captured. Hold on, real quick. JQ, German has been captured after Wano. I imagine a scenario where either Big Mom pirates will be waiting at Elbaf to ambush, or they'll arrive after the Straw Hats and use German as leverage against. Maybe. It's interesting, but I do want to stick on topics. So, yo, what's up?
I forgot to say, you was completely right about Luffy not soloing Big Mom. I was wrong. I'm trash.
There it is. Dude, yo, take the L's, bro. I've taken L's. You take L's too. But I am not gonna pour cinnamon and fucking shit in my head, bro. I ain't happening. Not for a goddamn second, dude. Nah, man. While I stream, there's carpet around me, bro. Do you know how much time it'll take to try and fucking vacuum out carpet and milk and cinnamon and pepper and shit from my carpet? Fuck no, dog. Never.
I know you seen that.
Never, man. Nah, man.
About that video.
Yeah, man.
I was cheering for you, Dustin. I was hoping Big Mom.
You cheering for him?
Probably wouldn't happen. I just kind of wanted to happen to see.
Hey, thanks for being on my side, man. I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, so okay, so this is what I think Kyle would last said before about So Bam says $5. He says, do y'all hear Sora's theory on Karasu? He's a double agent for Kaido. I mean, listen, man. To me, I really highly doubt that. Just because he's a powerful Zoan doesn't mean that they'll work for Kaido. Kaido's a wild man. Like, Kaido is literally just doing shit. Like, Kaido, he's trying to kill himself half the goddamn time. His crew are, as far as you know so far, his crew are absolutely nuts. For Karasu, who's leading the East, well, no, not the East Blue. He's the commander of what blue now? The North Army. The North Army. For him to then say, oh yeah, I'm actually working with Kaido the entire time to betray Dragon, I don't think Kaido's on the kind of shit. I really, really don't. I think the person that would do that for Kaido would be Dragon. I mean, would be Flamingo, but Flamingo was taken out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Dragon by accident, bro. Yeah.
Or
No.
Kaido to send a revolutionary. Like, what does he gain from that?
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. It's like what exactly would he gain in having someone in the Rev? It's like the Rev already want to create chaos in the sense of taking on the world government. Like, so why have a double agent in? Right, yeah.
The only way I can see it. Yeah, the only way I can see it is like unless there's something like like Caribou relays the information about Shirahoshi to Kaido, and he's like, okay, well let me get info from my other guy, which happens to be Karasu, and since they're infiltrating the Reverie, then you just scoop him up or something. I don't know. That's the only way I can see it.
I don't see Kaido as the guy to have spies, but on the topic of Kaido, some people were questioning oh, is this the right time for a dragon to declare war? But everyone's forgetting, like, the Marines are probably going to be busy with Kaido's war as soon as he starts that, because he apparently wants to declare war on everyone. So it's actually the ideal time to go to war with the world government, because the Marines are going to be holed up.
Not
Yeah,
if the
World War III,
revolutionaries
man.
show up there, and then Kaido shows up in the background to get Shirahoshi. So that'll be a three-way battle.
Yeah, are we gonna have some three-way?
Nah, man. Yo, Smoke, what do you think, Smoke? Smoke, what are you thinking, bro?
What?
Smoke's here.
Smoke, what are you thinking about this, man? What do you think about
What?
Kaido? Karasu being a double agent for Kaido.
Kaido fucking trying to take over. Oh no, because Kaido wants the war anyway. Why would he?
Exactly. Yeah, I figure. Yeah. To me, just kind of it kind of kills the purpose. Honestly.
He wants the biggest war.
Why would he want to have spies?
Wait, hold on, Smoke. Smoke. Why not miss that, bro? Say again, man.
Oh, he's talking so low.
Oh, I said I mean I can see him like if there's a spy like, but I don't think he would be like to like relay information, but not to stop them. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, maybe but
I can't make that big of an inference.
But like for me, it's like Kaido doesn't seem like that type of dude that would try and be so intricate. It's like the guy that was doing it for him was Flamingo. Flamingo was the one who was doing the plots and the planning and the scheme. Like that's what he was saying. Like he even says after he touches down on the island where Kid is, he's saying like, "Yo, Joker, I'm waiting. Like let's start this massive war and shit." He was waiting for Joker to shut the shit up so they could have the war. Kaido, I can't say he's like, I don't think he's like full blown like retard, but he's not smart. He's definitely not smart. Like his IQ is fairly low.
You know, after I watched Sawyer's video and he mentioned, Karasu being a double agent for Kaido, it didn't make a lot of sense. I was thinking, well,
I mean, it could be, and by the way, right, just for the record, right, shout out to Story 7 Mage. No disrespect. We just have different opinions. Just letting that be known before people in chat be like, oh my god, hey yo Sawyer, if they somehow get in contact with Sawyer, hey yo Sawyer, yo King is saying like, no, listen, man, we just disagree.
But my hero isn't trash, Sawyer. My hero isn't trash. I will say that.
The next anime community war.
Watching the stream.
What I was saying was, I thought it would make more sense if Karasu was a spy, that he would be a spy for like the CP units. That would make more sense than Kaido.
That would be crazy.
The only merit for that is that we all know the CPs have a history of having animal things, but that's it. I don't think he's a spy for anyone. I think he's legitimately a commander.
He's a spy because of his character design, because he looks kind of sketchy.
Yeah.
I think he.
Partly.
For the revolutionaries.
And his I guess the crow feathered back he has.
Yeah, but then not only that too, but also he
reminded that of Flamingo and Kaido's.
And then not only that too, but he doesn't have the goggles. Like Sabo has the goggles, so does Junkrat, so does Betty, so does Gay Giant, but he doesn't have the goggles. So
he doesn't have goggles, I don't think.
Yeah, so I mean,
Eva doesn't.
Fair. That is true. Yeah. So okay. So really quickly, because I do want to get to what Dustin was saying before about the these dudes. So this dude Goonfist subscribed for tier 3. So this man wants in. So Revan trying to hit up Goonfist in Twitch chat. He wants in on the streams.
Tell him.
Yeah. Goonfist. Yeah.
In the Discord.
Yeah. Goonfist. Join our Discord. Message us with the NL email, and so we know who you are. And then join the Discord. You can hop into the tier 3 streams. Like right now. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Blue Noble, $1 says Karasu was wearing a plague mask, like Chisaki. Chisaki
the goat, baby.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's his name. Okay, yeah. That's who it was. Yeah, I forgot who guys it was, because I'm behind in freaking my hero, bro. I'm behind.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is he Chisaki or it's like Marty Skrull from New Japan? Like he has the exact same beak mask.
Yeah, and trying to spoil Boku no Hero, because I am behind on that shit.
Yeah, and Kingdom.
Doing yourself a disservice, King.
Yo, dude, it was the Wing Kid. He just killed the whole thing for me. I'm like, yo, fucking. This nigga killed it for me. I'm like, yo, fuck this. Okay, either way, doctors are these masks to draw out the stench of death and avoid infection of the Black Plague. Karasu could be a plague calamity. The Kaido thing. Oh man, I mean, come on, stretch.
Whoa.
I think it would be. I don't see a point in that.
Yeah, I feel like that would make me like the character less.
I think it's just a cool mask.
Yeah, I think exactly. Yeah, I think she's a cool mask. Like,
I think so too.
yeah.
I actually have like a little theory about this myself. Like the plague mask, it could also be worn by like former victims. It could be something to help keep them alive. Maybe he's also like Law, a former victim of that area of the world. Like Law was the only survivor.
We might just be looking too deeply into this.
Probably.
That's what we do every week in this community.
Fuck it. It's part of One Piece, bro. It's part because sometimes Oda does this on the regular, and then sometimes he goes deeper, and then other times he's like, nah, actually, it's actually pretty simple. It's like, oh shit, Oda, fuck. Yeah. And by the way, Onoshin donated 102 bits and says, yo, tell Dustin what up with the Devil Fruit Tournament of Power.
Tournament season is dead, but much love.
Much love right there. Okay, the Rico says, did you hear the theory of Betty is Luffy's mom? Lol. Shitty theory. Shitty theory.
No. We can move on from that.
Yeah, move on from that shit. We moving on from that shit immediately. Don't even want to entertain that shit.
Can you imagine if Belo was a fucking man? Then it's like, bro, that's even a bigger L on Dragon and Luffy.
Yeah. Oh.
Like, my mom, yo. Like.
First male birth.
That sound like a Sanji L, not a Luffy L.
Oh, please, man. Sanji won none of that shit. Sanji won none of that shit. Sanji has two babes, man.
For 2 years from that shit.
It's for 2 years.
Zoro's reaction, man.
Zoro's reaction to what? The bounties?
No, Zoro, like the character's reaction to.
I mean, we'll get that in Wano Kuni because they'll have their own thing. Because I'm guessing like the next chapter I'm guessing will be now some supernova shit. So you're gonna have Apu, but what the fuck? So. Yeah, like Apu's gonna be what the fuck. Kids still gonna be knocked out.
No.
Still gonna be fucking still knocked out.
We're gonna be switching like from group to group, most likely, getting everyone's perspective.
Yeah.
The fact that like they dropped that 2-day thing before the rubber starts.
Exactly. So there's more stuff. Yeah, that's kind of cool. So it's 2 days setting up to the Reverie. I like how Oda's doing that. So now we're getting the road reaction to that shit
too. And we could
yeah.
still get like Luffy too as well, like on the side, and then we just jump into the Reverie stuff afterwards.
No.
You know, on the way there.
Before I forget, page 4. Nami.
So here's the thing. Yeah, bam, $1. Don't forget. Don't let it distract you from the fact that Judge off screen, motherfucker, snack. Yeah, snacks off screen. He got mid diff off screen. It was over. Snacks, low tier, confirmed.
So, Kane, you have to at this point that erode he's top 5 since he is the same feat as Judge.
Wait a minute now. Time out. Wait a minute. Easy there, Tiger. Easy there, Tiger. All right, easy. Whoa, let's hold on that one. Urouge, that was a high diff for that. That was an extreme high diff for Urouge. Judge fodderized him.
It was low.
Nah, stop lying. Stop lying. All right, listen. Okay. So let me shift this shit over to what Dustin was saying before. All right. So okay, listen, man. For me, when it comes to these guys being underwhelming or not, I think that they kind of are underwhelming, and I say that with respects to the other people that we see that are commanders in the Revolution Army. All right.
Exactly.
When you look, and listen, like I understand that when it comes to One Piece, wonky because I dig the wonky characters, like for the most part. That's why it's part of my enjoyment of reading the series, but. These guys, I'm thinking of like, you know, Bartholomew Kuma, where like this guy walked in 22 feet of fury. It was like, wait a minute, like who the fuck is this guy? And he's teleporting everywhere. Like, whoa, wait a minute, like, this guy's scary as fuck. Was it Shichibukai from Jump? Ivankov, you know, like level, like the hidden level of Impel Down. He pokes a dude, goes from a man to a female. Like what the fuck? Well, wait a minute now. Yeah. Karasu. Impressive, because again, like his powers, I'm pretty sure are very unique in how they operate. Find out more about him. Betty, the cheer fruit. First time's kind of like pom poms and shit. Oh, but yeah, you see, but then okay, you realize okay, so she can bring out like the max power in people that are on her side. All right, fine, that's actually a pretty useful ability when it comes to war. But can she do anything else? Again, introduction.
Yeah.
Lindberch, You know,
inventor, man. Come on.
Yeah. Okay, he's probably a smart dude. He can invent weapons and shit. But I mean, like, right?
A mink. His combat is be slept on.
Betty is literally the friendship power-up fruit.
Fairy tale Legoshi.
Damn.
Keep it real, bro. I respect that. King of Wait, so what you rated it out of 10?
Wait a minute, Dustin. Dustin, damn. Wait a minute. Like, Dustin wants to hop into the fucking finale. Like, damn, Dustin. Like, we're still having a stream, dog. Fuck. Like,
My bad. Oh, that's the end. That's the end of the show. I didn't know that.
Well, probably like midway or something, right? Like midway and ish, yeah.
Interesting note about Betty is that her flag has a spear tip on it.
Cool, Riven.
So like I'm pretty sure, like, again, like right now, all I'm saying is that right now, when you look at when you look at their intros compared to the other commanders, when you compare that to Ivankov, when you compare it to the freaking Kuma, it's like they're not like they're all right.
Not just the revolutionary.
It's not as big, yeah.
Damn, where is Kuma, bro?
Mid-tier fighters.
Kuma's gonna show up, I think, for sure.
Where's mine, bad?
I would love it if they had like the.
Okay, listen, man. Okay, listen. So really quickly. So this dude, Sombrano 15 said, put it like this: in terms of power, could Frankie, Robin, Brooke plus Usopp beat the newly shown commanders? I don't listen. My thing is that from wait, exactly. We haven't seen enough. Number one. Number two is that from an actual combat ability standpoint, I don't think that may be their forte. Like, I think that for like actual one-on-one fights, you leave it to Kuma, or you leave it to Ivankov, you leave it to Sabo, you leave it to Koala. You know what I'm saying? Whereas these guys are more like they're best suited for like major army engagements, especially Betty.
Right. Yeah, you read Kingdom, you know that this is like some people are just that type of fighter and some are just one-on-one.
Yeah.
How they gonna go up against the big mom powers that we know are full of monsters?
This is the thing.
They're not.
Right?
They're going up against the Tenryubito.
No. But I mean, like do you think Dragon is top 5 in the verse?
No.
No.
What?
No.
Yeah, come on.
Not at least.
Well, yo, this is okay. Well, I mean,
Character's gone.
Well, I forgot King is a Dragon hater. I forgot about that.
I'm not a Dragon hater. I think he's. What the fuck is this?
Dragon's not top 5 in the verse.
Wait. Then say this now. Is he at least top 10?
Yeah, he's top 10.
He's top 10, but yeah, he's top 5, man.
Here's the thing.
Is Kaido, Big Mom, Shanks, Blackbeard, Dragon?
No.
Who's the 5?
Kaido's existence nullifies that immediately.
Akainu is over Dragon.
I mean, that's what I think. That's what I personally think.
How does Kaido not Dragon in the top 5 when he's in the top 5 too?
Wait, so who's the top 5 right now?
Akainu.
I think the top. Okay,
Yes.
I think
Akainu is not. Akainu is 6.
I think Akainu or Aokiji could be. I think Akainu or Aokiji could be in the top 5.
Yes.
You're saying this off of seeing Dragon
6 or 7.
the whole series.
No. Okay.
No, I'm talking to Dustin.
Oh, okay.
What do you say?
I would say you say he's top 5 after seeing him do nothing fighting wise.
You can say the same thing about Shanks.
Yeah.
Shanks is.
But the title
can't say
of
Shanks is the
fucking
strongest
Emperor is a whole different thing than what Dragon.
Bro, if you gotta go
Right.
with the stories alluding
he's
to,
a massive
Dragon
threat,
is the
though.
most wanted man. Everybody shits their pants when you mention his name.
Yeah.
Bounty means nothing according to strength.
Yeah, but his
No, bounty means something in coalitions. It don't mean everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
When people fucking hear Buggy's name, they fucking freak out too.
Y'all disrespectful, bro. Y'all disrespecting Monkey
Respect on
Dragon.
Dragon, man. Come on.
That's what it is.
As far as I'm concerned,
And these gonna be the same people when Dragon is confirmed to be OD strong. Oh, well, yeah.
Yo,
Yeah, keep that same energy, guys.
Yeah.
If Dragon was OD strong, he would have annihilated Blackbeard.
Just
Yeah.
in terms of.
Well, here's the
hang on.
thing. Here's the thing.
Okay, wait, hold on, wait, Eric, wait, back up, wait, hold on now. Yeah, I'm trying to talk real quick. I said, no, I wanted to give the floor to Eric for a bit because Eric was trying to say something for a while now.
In terms of writing, right?
Yeah.
Dragon must be at least equal to Akainu. That's what must be. Because they're both opposing leaders of the same thing. Dragon and Akainu must be equal for there to be conflict.
I don't know about
Otherwise,
that.
one side gets wiped out by the other side.
I think it's more like Dragon and Khan because it's world government versus like the Revolutionary, whereas we have the Marines versus the Pirates. It's gonna be at the end of the day, it's gonna be Luffy versus Akainu, not Dragon versus Akainu.
Maybe.
Dragon has a different arc than going up against the Marines.
Well,
It just depends how the final war plays out, you know. Is Dragon on Luffy's side? That's the question that needs to be.
Well, I mean, it depends on their
Obvious.
talk too, because I feel like they both are gonna go with freedom, but I feel like something the way Dragon's gonna like go about that freedom through conquering might be different from Luffy's way of how he sees freedom. Like he wants freedom just once he gets his title, he's gonna be free and that's it. But Dragon's like we still need to know more. Like why is he a revolutionary? What exactly made him take up that position? And once we find out, possibly in this arc, that's going to tell us exactly if there will be some kind of conflict between him and Luffy down the line.
I'll just say this real quick. In terms of like the new like commanders, whatever the revolutionaries, can the community stop trying to power scale people that we know nothing about?
Yeah, I think that's what kind of ruined the chapter for some people. It's like they right away just went for battle, and it's just like that's not what it's supposed to be doing. Showcase like what they are, their importance. That's it. And when we get to see combat, we're gonna see it when they throw hands at the referee.
Yeah, of course. But,
yeah, okay, but if you say, my bad.
But like right now.
You say we're not supposed to go to strength, but they introduced their devil fruits. So how can you say we're not supposed to draw any conclusions from strength when they introducing things about their strength?
We're not supposed to deduce anything about their strength.
This is a glimpse of what could happen afterwards. Like this is just like right now what we're seeing, like a small sample. You can only do so much with the sample.
Up to Doflamingo and did something, we could maybe draw a conclusion, but like this is Pinkbeard, so.
Well, yeah, because this is the Grand Line. Like you can't expect someone with 500 million berries running around the Grand Line, you know. So like most of those people are gonna find a new world.
Yeah, but the introduction still wasn't like the greatest shit since sliced bread or some shit. Like the shit was okay.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but it wasn't like them physically smacking a pig beard. Like we saw Betty using her like ability to use the citizens to get at them. That's what was the thing.
Yeah, it's like them. It's like okay, so like I would say it's like for me it's like I acknowledge that Betty, her powers in certain situations are gonna be very devastating. I acknowledge that Karasu is extremely fascinating. Like those two, they have my attention. The other two, I mean, again, like he manipulates ground. Okay, we've seen it before, and then this guy, he's tech. All right, is that it? Okay, so tech, ground, and then cheerleader, and then crow dude. So like I'm not saying like from a power standpoint, if you gauge them to people like Ivankov and Kuma and Sabo, and even maybe like Koala's kind of like you know.
Don't compare
I really feel like at times Oda should scale back on some of the devil fruits and just have people like with really strong hockey.
Yeah.
Like,
that'd be kind of cool too.
Because but they could have that as well too.
It seems like he fills it up with so many and some end up being like kind of the same, and you're like, well, this guy had kind of like you guys were saying earlier.
I think a lot of Shanks' crew is going to be like that.
Yeah, they're going to be all hockey users, if anything.
That'd be a nice change of pace, honestly. A nice change of pace. Yeah, that's gonna be great. Yeah, hell yeah. But I mean, ultimately, like for these guys though, like for again, they're underwhelming for me in comparison to what we've already seen. I think if Oda had taken the time to show them individually, like their own chapters, and give like some focus and give some highlight, then it would be more impactful to say, okay, like these guys, like they are like these guys are actually like some fearsome fighters, and like they probably are. Like I'm not saying that they're not, but like it would have been, I think, executed better if it was done individually, as opposed to having all in like one thing with some random fighter, pink beard, and then have the civilians do the most of the dirty work.
I think Pinkbeard had a better introduction.
I mean,
Pinkbeard was gonna bitch slapping Motor, like that's fire. Like,
come on, man.
Whoa! We only have 2 shillings. Oh, you do? Wow.
Respect the Motor for being in the main timeline.
Yo, that's crazy. Pinkbeard getting that love.
That's doing them dirty.
Pinkbeard getting that love.
Is it better?
Pinkbeard really did look like a cold motherfucker.
I don't think he looked like a real pirate. He looked like a real pirate.
Right, he looked like an actual pirate. I was really expecting him to like put up a fight.
You are being extremely generous, okay?
I said that.
The emphasis on that, bro.
I mean, bro, if we would have seen one of the Revolutionary Army members come through and beating the shit out of Jesus Burgess, that would have been dope. But we didn't see that.
Well, yeah, that's a bit much. But I mean,
in terms of writing, I think the fight and everything should have come before. Ended with Dragon declaring war. I think that's how it should have been written in the chapter. Like having a character.
I'm not like denying he was slaughter, but.
Oh, actually, yo, someone in Twitch chat said that the gay giant was the one who was hinted at that made level 5.5 and Impel down, potentially. What? And remember how Ivankov said back in the day that level 5.5 of Impel down was dug out by somebody. That whole area was dug out by somebody. And so the gay giant could be the one that actually did that. Yeah, with his ability. So that would mean at some point he was Impel down and escaped too, I suppose. Or he snuck in there.
Didn't you see this chapter, like he might have been the person that was in the shadow that Doflamingo was talking about when they would explain like the Revolutionary Army?
His facial features.
He definitely is.
I mean, it could be because like like the appearances change upon like the actual appearance and stuff. But like I was hoping to be someone else.
It's just
the only problem with that is like every third devil fruit can dig through the ground, so it could have been like 20 different people at this point.
Oh shit! Yeah. It could have been the Morley.
Yeah, it could have been the Mole Nomi. Yeah.
Yeah, so like that entire. I mean, but
Miss Merry Christmas.
Not threatening at all.
Miss Merry Christmas dug it out, did she?
I mean, Grant, like there is no time frame for it, so we don't know how long it took him to do that. But if he did do it, then that is fairly impressive. All right. Like again, no doubt about it, but I'm saying like from this chapter alone, these guys I think were like the best part wasn't them. The best part was Dragon saying it's time. Like we're gonna start a war, and it's the Tenryubito because the Tenryubito have been asking for an ass whooping for fucking years, and I'm ready for that shit. I'm ready. I'm ready for Dragon to swoop in there, drop kick some fucking Tenryubito, be like, yo, it's time, bitches. It's time.
I don't have faith in
Sweet Chin. You don't have faith in them?
Interesting how Oda set this up because like. I would expect that to happen as a surprise at the end of the Reverie.
I've always had the Revolution.
But he can also do this like during it, like the Reverie could be happening right there, and in the background, Dragon's like whipping ass, and then proceeds to enter the Reverie after, like the fact.
Yeah, because I think Oda's setting it up. No, go ahead, bro.
I feel like it's too early for Dragon to do much in the story at the moment.
Yeah.
But he's setting up. He's setting up.
He's setting up, but I don't think combat fates are gonna do much.
Yeah,
Dragon needs to one up Fisher Tiger. That's what he needs to do.
Yeah, because Fisher Tiger, he went in there.
I think he's
like,
gonna try to free the slaves. That's what I want to talk
Yeah,
about.
they're gonna free all the slaves.
Yeah, if Dragon shows any like physical attack on Terabito and the kingdom see that, how is he any different to the world government? It's not like a physical fight he's trying to win. It's a mentality and like just showing that to all the
but like most of the kingdoms already recognize that the Tenryubito are a force that are malicious in nature. I mean, they even have a place called the Human Slave Shop where they frequent, and people know that. Like, Shimura Archipelago is a case of that, where people, they have to bow down, and they fear them. It's not respect, it's fear. It's pure fear. So if someone's willing to challenge that fear, so that's why Fisher Tiger is probably revered, because he challenged that, and then he's seen as a hero in Fishman Island. And to other, and also even to what's-her-face, to Boa Hancock, because they were saved because of Fisher Tiger. So... Like so if Dragon can one up that, like Dustin said, free all the slaves, be like, yo, like it's time to stand up against the Tenryubito, like their evil deeds stop now, and they go across all the seas to try and build this army against them. Then fuck yeah, it's time.
Do you think that?
How many chapters do you think it takes to satisfactorily do all this for the river?
A lot.
20.
20.
At the most. I think the fact, I feel like the fact that we got the 2-day thing says to me this is gonna be way more than like 10, 15.
You gotta add the Oda tax in the calculation as well.
The
10 chapters.
That's funny.
If we want any chance of getting the Wano this year, it can't be more than 20.
Yeah, because 20 is 6 months.
Yeah, but Oda,
and especially a factor in the break.
Leave Wano to like New Year's Eve or something, and then like New Year's Eve Wano and be like, we've entered Wano end of the year.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry, like
because of that time limit that they kind of have, I feel like it's going to be a situation where we
it's
a big move now, and then like more comes later. In
this is what's going to happen. No, this is what's going to happen.
A little bit louder.
Dragon's going to make a move, and then we're going to cut to Zoro at Wano. That's what's going to happen. Then we're not going to find out anything until fucking Big News Morgan reports on it. That's what's about to happen.
I hope
I
they
just
later on. They could.
We're gonna get a fucking news coup about it. That's how we're gonna find out who won.
Do you guys think on the upcoming chapters that we could see anything about the Gorosei being a part of anything?
I mean, I kind of speculated myself
They
too,
should.
that I could see them showing up there to kind of, because at the same time too, like the kingdoms are gonna kind of want to like gain some form of peace from the world government, like kind of like stabilize it. And I think like the Gorosei might have to try and do something to keep that peace. Otherwise, we could very well see kingdoms wanting to split apart from the world government. Like the thing we got with dragons, like people giving them that contact card to the Lucia kingdom, it's like, let's say for example they feel like they can get protection from them instead of the world government. That little factor could play in later on, especially whatever happens during the reverie, that the king of Lucia says, well, I'm not liking what's going on here. I got this contact card. Maybe I should seek refuge with these people.
I feel like
with other people after.
I feel like all the kingdoms Luffy will save will end up going under his banner, probably at the reverie.
I agree.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Definitely, for sure.
But like the question is, does it happen now or does it happen like in the future? Because
I think it'll happen over time.
Yeah, I think over time, honestly.
I think it's gonna happen now, but if the person that starts it, it's gonna be Shirahoshi, because like to her, it's like
yeah, but they're already doing that. I mean, like for me again, like for this goes back to the whole Luffy being a Yonko thing. For me, I just can't see it yet because Luffy's like he's halfway there. Because
we know you can't see it.
Because he has no territory in the New World. You have to rule in the New World to be a Yonko by definition. So he has no territory in the New World.
He's a Yonko king.
He's not a Yonko.
No, you're right. He's not a Yonko.
Every other Yonko can beat his ass.
He's a Goko king. He's a Goko.
He's not even a Goko.
Yeah, he is
He's a
Goko.
One man can't say it, and then that's fact.
He's not one man. He has a fleet.
No, I mean like Big News Morgans. Morgans is proclaiming this, and nobody else but Morgans.
It's the newspaper.
Listen, man,
yeah, but it's his article.
The newspaper, like God came down from heaven.
Here's the commandment.
The newspaper run. Like, what are you talking about? In real life, the newspaper controls people's minds. So what do you mean?
Dustin. It's all just fake news.
People believe in One Piece. We as readers know we can't believe the news in One Piece, but the people in the story believe the news in One Piece. What are you talking about?
Fake news, man.
Yeah, but they still believe.
But he's saying from the reader. He's saying from the reader's
people are
perspective.
gonna believe he's an emperor.
Yeah, I'm saying like from the actual people in the story are gonna believe it, but us as the readers, we're not. That's what
of course.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. In the story, he's an emperor.
No, in the story he's not an emperor. Yeah, because no, because
not everybody is gonna believe the paper anyway.
I
can't believe I acting like this.
I can't wait for next chapter where we see Al-Qaeda slam down a paper and he just goes fake news. This is bullshit.
Like none of the Yonko acknowledge him as.
Yeah.
Well,
wait a minute.
He can't hold the title. All the other Yonko know he can't fuck with them.
It's not just It's not just Blackbeard. Big Mom too. Big Mom says, "Wait a second. How the fuck did I lose? That's bullshit."
Yeah, but she didn't say he wasn't the emperor. She didn't say how did I lose.
But the whole point of it is that Luffy gets the victory. That's what Morgan says. He says he gets the victory.
Okay, so if your boss promotes you, but everybody in the office is like you didn't deserve that promotion, so we don't recognize you. Are you not promoted?
Is Morgan's Luffy's boss?
Morgan's is the boss of pirates. Is that how it works now?
Morgan's works.
All the pirates on the ocean are just waiting for the newspaper to get dropped off to know what they do.
Morgan works in tandem. Why do you think Stussy cares so much when he reports in the? Why do you think Big Mom and Stussy care so much when he reports in the newspaper?
Yeah, because Stussy didn't care about or didn't like.
Wait, time out. Wait, time out. Morgan's scoped out Stussy killing DeFeld, stating that she was a member of, or not stating, but he saw her do that, and then she was saying how this chest belongs to the world government, and if not for her realizing that Morgan was behind her, he would have wrote that shit on the fucking newspaper. Yo, Stussy, world government agent, kills DeFeld. They don't want that shit to come out. Of course. Keep the shit on the
That's
raps.
what I'm saying. But she changed it. They work in tandem. Like, don't the Gorosei decide who the Yonko are?
Yeah, but not Morgan's.
No
So
one
if she
decides who the
didn't
emperors
want him to write that, she could have told him right there. Don't put that in the paper.
Yeah.
The Emperor isn't
Another
a rank.
thing,
No.
because
again, they say
At the end
Well,
of the
yeah.
day, the Gorosei don't give a fuck what Morgan says if Luffy being an emperor, because his word means nothing about it. Unless
Bro,
he
what do
says
you
the
mean? They care
Gorosei...
about what he puts in the paper all the time.
Yeah, because remember, that's the three great powers we're talking about.
Okay, yeah, but okay, hold on. But as Eric just said, like the title of Yonko isn't a rank. Again, the Yonko are the rulers. They are the rulers of the New World. And in order to survive, you need territory in the New World. And he has no territory in the New World. It's that simple. Wait, hold on. Let me let Eric finish because I can't. Yeah.
Let me just say this, like, what do you think the purpose of Oda writing that Luffy's a 5th emperor? Like, what is his goal in doing that?
I think that what Oda's setting up is for Oda. I think Oda's clearly doing this. Oda is taking Luffy and he's separating Luffy from the rest of his peers. So Luffy will be acknowledged among the other 4 freaks of the world. So he can truly, when he's ready, he can truly take them on and then lead up to being the Pirate King. Because this harkens back to what Don Chinjao said. Don Chinjao says that in order to be Pirate King, the admirals, the Yonko, all of them are going to stand in your way, and you need to surpass them. And Oda's making strides for Luffy to do that. That's very clear.
If Oda writes that Luffy's an emperor, is he an emperor?
Yes.
No. Not in the context. No. Because he hasn't written that Luffy's an emperor. One person in the story. No, he hasn't. One person in the story claims that Luffy's an emperor.
On the page.
Dustin,
the title of the chapter is the 5th emperor.
No,
yeah, that's what Morgan is proclaiming. Absolutely, that's what he's proclaiming. But again, he has no territory in the New World to rule, to be an emperor of the sea. He has no territory to rule.
Until the other Yonko and the Gorosei directly rents him as the Yonko. I'm not
okay. So what if Dragon declares war on the world on the Reverie? Something happens when they bring up Dragon declares war at the Reverie on the world government.
Okay.
All these kingdoms that are there, something happens because Cobra's ready to say something. It's a big disagreement at the Reverie, along coinciding with Dragon declaring war, and that's setting up for those kingdoms to split off right then and there at the Reverie, and that could be a part of them declaring war right there. That rift that you have some of the kingdoms, because they arbitrarily kicking people. They kick the German from the kingdom, so they can kick kingdoms out if they want to. So now you got these kingdoms taking their own control and saying we're going to align with this side, and now we're at odds with you too. And now Luffy has the territory.
Okay, but here's the thing. Some of those kingdoms New World.
I'll ask you this question: when Luffy's the Pirate King and he's not the strongest in the verse, is he the Pirate King?
Yes.
So
because the Pirate King is fighting the One Piece. Whoever finds the One Piece will become Pirate King. That's what stories. Yeah. That's what the story. Again, this is what the story has already dictated. The story has already dictated that once you find the One Piece and whatever that is, whatever stems from that, you then become the Pirate King, because once you find that treasure, this will cause the world to engage some massive war. That's what Whitebeard said. So just how in the context of the story, if you find the One Piece, you're Pirate King. It doesn't matter if Luffy is weaker than Big Mom at that point in time, or stronger than Mom. He's Pirate King. So then in this context, he could be challenged with the Emperors for that position, maybe, who knows, but if they're still around. But he's Pirate King by definition. In the case of a Yonko,
in the story for Emperor?
Yeah, in the case of the Yonko are the 4 pirates who rule the most dangerous part of the Grand Line. Luffy has no rulership of the Grand Line, of the New World. Absolutely zero. He has Fishman Island, which is not even in the New World. It's in the Red Line. It's underneath Mary Jo's pub. So,
haven't Bartholomew and all them been capturing ship for Luffy too?
Well, here's the thing. So we don't know if at this point in time, we have no idea if they have solidified territory for Luffy. So I said, because I was talking to Roger about this before too during the stream. I said, if it's revealed that he is a massive territory in the New World, and on top of that, let's say Kanokuni, because Sai is underneath Luffy, and we have, I think, the Emperor of Kanokuni, one of the higher-ups of Kanokuni is going to Reverie too. And then let's say like Kanokuni, Dressrosa, maybe even Prudence, they announced that they're under Luffy's rule, like they are on Luffy's side. And then, okay, fine. Then at that point in time, you can say, okay, fine, the Yonko, now the Goko. But in this case, Luffy is now only. Hold on, just real quick, Smoker. No, Revan, don't try and regulate Smoker. It's not possible. Here's the thing. So, I think that in this case, now he's like Buggy, where he is a Yonko or he's a Goko in just title and title alone, because he lacks the necessary power. So think about it in quarters. Like, you need to fulfill all 4 quarters to become said title. Luffy's halfway there. He's halfway there. So, Smoker, what are you saying, Doug?
Well, he got so all the territory that all the crews that he gets all their territory too, right? I mean, I'm sure that they have some sort of I don't know, home base. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, like Cavendish has his own island. I think Cavendish is like a prince of something, right?
Yeah.
Belo has a kingdom or something. He's like the king or something.
Yeah. No. What's his face? No, Orlumbus was a former, or he's like, because
he got like some navy explorer.
Yeah, Cavendish was like the leader of like the Borgoes kingdom, I think it's pronounced.
Something like that, right?
Before he was exiled after, so like even then, I don't know how they would get the territory if he's no longer affiliated with them.
Right. So his things. So again,
territory for himself, and he'll get that territory anyway.
Right, because so for Blackbeard, Jinbei stated that Blackbeard went about seizing all of Whitebeard's territories, all of them. He took for himself, and all those territories are, for the most part, in the New World. So, because of that, not only from a power standpoint, he has been established as a Yonko. Not only from a fleet standpoint, he's established as a Yonko, but also he has the prestige of taking on Marco and company and beating them, overwhelming them. And on top of that, he has the territory to rule as an emperor. Emperors rule. It's that simple. Emperors rule. If you don't have the requirement of being an emperor, then are you really an emperor? Like, that makes no sense. Luffy has the prestige. He beat Katakuri. He beat He beat Cracker. And then the Chateau was taken down. He has the fleet, but he doesn't have the territory, and he lacks the power. Is it that simple?
I guess just how you think about it, you know.
Fair enough.
I really don't think it's that much how you think of it. Like, the reality of the situation is, like, all the Yonko respected each other enough to not go in and just grab each other's territory. Like, does anybody actually respect Luffy so much that they're, like, shook to just go take Fishman Island? Or do they just not really care because it's over near the red line?
Like,
because you gotta earn that respect and earn that respect. You gotta kick the crap out of him.
If Oda wrote it as such, then it kind of
I'm pretty sure Luffy's put in his time though.
Yeah.
I thought the territory was to defend against like incoming pirates, not against other Yonko.
You already know the classic case of not giving Luffy his credit.
That's not what do you that's ridiculous. Because again, okay, like Eric, hold on. Eric, like here's the thing, Eric.
He didn't win any of the fights on Whole Cake alone.
If it's a plot point of like
What do
Luffy
you
needs to
mean?
prove himself, then like fair enough.
I mean,
but like I'm
he
not
did
sure.
help to win.
Yeah, but Eric, like, but Eric, in that same chapter, there's disconsenting views in that same chapter from 2 other emperors, Big Mom and Blackbeard. They're like, wait a minute, what the fuck? Like, wait, that's not. I mean, even Shanks says at some point, like soon, like meaning like you're not there yet, but you'll get.
Official doesn't have soon.
It's in the chapter.
He said, "Looks like we will meet soon."
Yeah, but not now. He's not ready. But not now, nigga.
How does that imply?
The official translation. It's there's no soon in that sentence.
Okay, fair enough.
What did it say?
Yeah, I forgot what it was.
We'll be able to meet Luffy. There's no soon.
What did it say? I couldn't hear you.
We'll be able to meet Luffy. There's no soon.
Okay,
in the
bam.
sentence.
Bam.
Okay, fine. So that's still 1 out of 4. There's still 2 more that say no. So so
that's 2 out of 2 then.
No,
Kaido didn't care.
Kaido doesn't care, but Kaido's neutral there in that sense. Like he's just neutral.
Pissed off.
And you're reaching with Big Mom because Big Mom never said that he wasn't an emperor or not.
But Big Mom says that she never lost, but Big News Morgans gave him the victory anyway. Big News Morgan. The only way. Say again?
It doesn't matter. So if the Gorosei come out tomorrow and say yes, he is an emperor, it doesn't matter what the Yonko say. He's an emperor because the Gorosei are the ones. The Yonko didn't call themselves the Yonko. The Gorosei did.
if the Gorosei say that, if the Gorosei come out tomorrow and then say he's an emperor, that's a step further for him to being Yonko. Definitely.
No, because the Gorosei called them. The Shanks and them never said we're Yonko now. We're all Yonko. The Gorosei called them that.
No. Because again, fundamentally, they rule parts of the new world. I'm sorry, like that's the reality. Like you can't ignore that. Like that's what was stated way back when by Garp when they first introduced the story. They rule sections of the Grand Line. Fair enough, they rule sections of the entire new world. Luffy doesn't have that. Justin just doesn't have that. I'm sorry. Like it's just.
So if Luffy is Pirate King without any territories, he's not an emperor.
He's Pirate King without an emperor, technically. Yeah.
Roger was Pirate King, and
I guess we're just talking about definitions at this point. You know?
Yeah, I mean it's the definition of a Yonko. I mean that's what it comes down to. A definition of a Yonko, and then seeing what other Yonko are saying in response to this, as well as other factors.
Yonko also classified as destruction, so
yeah. OG-san, tier 3 for 3 months. Good stuff. OG, are you in the chat right now? Actually, dog. No, he's not. Shit. OG, if you want to come to the stream, go on Discord, bro. You're tier 3, might as well. Or if you have space. And then Frankie says, if CP0 wants Luffy to be seen as a Yonko, what if? So what?
If King don't see it, King don't see it.
Some significant meaning though.
Basically, until King's definition is fulfilled,
basically.
No, I'm just saying what a Yonko is. I mean, that's what I'm saying. What a Yonko is, and Luffy doesn't fit that role.
Well, I'm about to hop off the chat to give other people a chance to talk. But I was just was wondering, you think Luffy's gonna get some some BS power boost because of this? Like how you saying how he does not have aggressive feats by him?
Maybe.
Does that make sense? I don't know how to word it.
BS. Like he got the hormone power up in water, not water.
But yeah, are we gonna see more? Are we gonna see him actually fit his bounty level now?
I don't think it's gonna be unnatural.
He got power up coming.
Yeah,
it's awakening or something.
Didn't he just?
He does need to get an awakening.
He didn't get no power up.
So like the awakening is next for him.
I hope so.
Well, probably down the line, yeah.
Yeah, there's a way to come
He
with
leveled his haki up, and that was about it. So that's not like.
Yeah, but it's also inconsistent too.
I would think Luffy would develop his shit to a point if it's ever to awaken, then he would feel no pain. You know what I'm saying?
Gear 4,
when he gets hit,
to work on his
just
gears.
Gear 4 will just become like the main thing when it has no time limit. That's all he really needs.
Till Gear 5.
Because the
Gear 4 has no time limit, no stamina limit.
Yeah, because he has the physical power. Just he can't last more than 30 minutes.
Well, also not that too. If also he could go in between gears without having to, deflate. Like if he can go from Bound Man to Snake Man to Tank Man, one fell swoop, then definitely I would say he's Admiral level, without question.
I assume end of series he'll be able to just switch between them at will.
Yeah, with enough control.
Yeah, the control.
I feel like the forms are really gimmicky, and I don't know. I feel like he should have just be naturally stronger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
power from the start has been gimmicky though.
Right. Yeah.
But he's fucking now he's in the shape of a fucking panda, and now he's a fucking shape of a snake. It's like.
Yeah, that's literally how it's been since the beginning.
His shape wasn't a snake-like. His attacks were.
You remember Water Luffy from fucking Alabasta?
Right, like Luffy's been doing this for
that was
a few hundred chapters, yo.
The gimmicks, bro. And then, but also again from the standpoint of Luffy can the issue is that when it comes to gears, if Luffy cannot pick the right gear immediately and that gear doesn't work, he's fucked because he has to deflate and then wait for 10 minutes. So if he can go in between gears, he's clean. He's pretty much.
He lives his hockey for a bit.
I mean, I don't know. Oda makes some pretty big concessions for him to win fights, as we see.
Well, yeah, okay, right, but he has to do. No, wait, Eric, wait, nigga, wait. Listen, it's just simply put. I know I get the make It's just simply put. When you see with Flamingo, when you see with Cracker and Katakuri, there are some okie dokes that he has to do for Luffy, and then he gets the W. It is what it is. He does okie dokes.
So Katakuri didn't get help in the fight?
Do you want an interesting story, or you just want Luffy to punch someone in the face?
No. I'm just I'm just saying that that's the reality of what's happening here. The reality is, if it was just straight up Luffy and this person one-on-one in a fight, no assistance, go all out. Gear 2 and Gear 3, they're not enough. So he has to go into Gear 4. That apply for Doffy, that apply for Doffy.
How many times did Toriko help in the fight? How many times did Naruto help in the fight?
Wait, I'm talking about Monkey D. Luffy.
But I'm saying all these main characters get help in the fight.
Wait, hold on. Can we please stick to Luffy, alright? God damn it. No, because we're jumping to irrelevant stuff here. It's like, there are different series that have fights that have different meanings overall. Fighting in Naruto is different than fighting in Hunter x Hunter, than in One Piece, than in Toriko. They all have different purposes, fundamentally so. Fighting in One Piece is not necessarily a strong suit. It's a means to further move the story along. Whereas in Naruto, for example, in order to be Hokage, you have to be the strongest. Whereas for Pirate King, you don't have to be the strongest person. So there's two different parallels there when it comes to, let's say, series like Naruto and One Piece and Hunter x Hunter, where fighting means different things entirely. So my thing here is that when you look at Luffy...
That's not even true, though, King, because Kakashi wasn't necessarily the strongest person. He was Hokage.
Kakashi was Hokage for bullshit reasons, alright? I'm not even gonna bother with that shit.
Yeah, but you said... Okay, I don't know.
Kakashi was bullshit. Alright? Hokage was supposed to be the strongest guy in the village. That's what it was from day one.
But he was literally the best ninja in the village.
Yeah.
No, he was the best at his job. Nobody was better than him being a ninja.
Because Naruto couldn't really lead like Kakashi. Dude, I'm not even gonna bother with Naruto. Alright, just One Piece. Wait. Yeah, exactly. Yo.
That's taking over this.
Yeah, let's switch now.
Okay, yeah. So listen, man. Because listen. So here's the thing. So essentially, when it comes to fighting, right? All I'm saying is that I'm not necessarily saying it's a bad thing per se. Execution could be a lot better, definitely, Eric. But that's just the reality of what has been going on with Luffy and these major opponents, and that's it. That's all I gotta say.
Don't get me wrong; they're not the world's greatest fights in manga.
Yeah.
Issues, but like people need to relax on how trash, quote unquote, they are.
I still love chapter 895 with Katakuri Luffy. That shit was fucking.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That one's godlike. I don't think the fights in One Piece are bad. And I don't think it's a bad thing that you can win a fight without being the strongest person.
Mechanically,
I think it is.
One Piece is one of the best out there, but in terms of content, they lack a little bit.
Yeah, because Oda's prioritized, because like the fight is not the major priority per se. Okay, it is, but there's other priorities Oda wants to focus on, and so he'll jump everywhere. Even like the Rob Lucci fight, he jumps everywhere in the middle of that fight. But that fight's reckoned to be like the best fight in the series. So it's like, okay, well, you know,
it is.
Yeah,
this fight, the fight versus Katakuri, I was in.
Ty, how the fuck did you sneak into this shit? Oh my god, he snuck in. He snuck in.
That, like, he's already won that promotion, right?
He's teleportation.
Yeah,
okay. Wait on, Ty. Wait on. I know Ty. Listen, wait. I know Ty has his piece, all right, no doubt. But let me just read what. Let me read a few super chats just really quickly, all right? Because Mega Buster was dropping some stuff, right? So first of all, Maze $5 says respect Carrot King. Top 5, hell no. That's number 1, all right. Carrot's a furry. If you're a furry, you get banned. Number 1. You don't get banned. But just stop, okay?
You don't like furries?
No, listen. I went through DeviantArt on adult mode for Sonic shit one time. Bad, life changing, fucking life changing, bro. Dude, I don't want to get into it. All right, shit's scarring for life, man. Like just Sonic, dude, the Sonic and Tails and Knuckles shit, and like inflating, and no, I'm done. Listen, Rodix Warrior donated $4.99 through Super Chat. Says Luffy top 5 in the verse. Agree, disagree, definitely. Mega Buster, I mean, or maybe he's trying to talk to Dustin there. I'm not too sure. Mega Buster donated $20 to Super Chat. Through Super Chat, Mega Buster says this, all right? For me to be considered an emperor, you would have to be so much of a threat to the world government that they would require the 3 great powers to oppose you and recognize from the world to see you as an emperor. Then he continues, tell me this, if Kaido didn't have any territory but recognized just by his might alone and crew, would you consider Kaido to be an emperor? Yes.
No, it's a good question.
No, he's just a big nigga.
No, I think I would.
Blackbeard, he wasn't considered a full-out emperor, even though technically his crew killed Whitebeard until after the time skip when he had territory. That's when he declared that he's officially an emperor now.
I would consider Kaido.
Be classified as an emperor. It states in the manga.
I would say that I would say that there's a difference between being an emperor and then being an emperor, like being a pseudo emperor, or like not being an emperor in full. You see what I'm saying? Like, cause like again, you can have components of an emperor, but not still be an emperor. Like you could be like a buggy type emperor, where like you're an emperor, but you lack like the core components of whatever rank you are.
Buggy's a warlord.
Well, yeah, that's the comparison I'm making here. Like Buggy was gassed OD, like hard as fuck.
But he's still a warlord.
He's a warlord, but he's a warlord in name.
That's like saying Trump is not the ideal president, but he's still the president.
All right, let's not dive into Trump. I mean, it's not cool. All right, man, take it easy, bro. Take it easy, man. Thanks for coming to the stream, bro. No, go ahead.
Say what?
No, continue.
No. I was gonna say because like even the power scaling is so wonky because like you have Mihawk who's allegedly supposed to be like Yonko level, and then you have Buggy who's like squab level. So it's like there is no like real like I guess you could say like
Mihawk
a standard that they both all like stay at like or the Yonko. All we know they're Yonko, so their power levels. The Warlords isn't
Mihawk,
like that. It changes like repeatedly.
Mihawk is not Yonko level though. That's fans thinking that. Like the story, like keep in mind, like he could have fought with Shanks a long time ago. Another thing too is that if the Marines really had a Yonko level person at Marineford, things wouldn't have went that way. Like Mihawk wasn't acting like a Yonko at Marineford.
Still perception and still
answer the call.
Hey King, I'm gonna tag out for Ty. Y'all can't handle this both of them.
Okay, bro. Okay, man. You take it easy, man. All right, man.
No, for real. Like it stings that the fans want to see. Like fans want to see Ichiji versus Sanji. Fans want Mihawk to be Yonko level, like shit. But it's like nah, that's not. Like he's not no Yonko level. Like he's probably stronger than an admiral, but he's not a Yonko level.
Even that, he might just be admiral right below it.
All right, so let me just try and circle back to like the main topic here, which is the chapter 904 real quick, right? Because we should definitely focus on the main chapter at hand for this topic. I mean, I want to live up to the title of this video. So all right, here's the thing. So when it comes to the commanders, right? Most folks I think would say, okay, where do we stand from them being disappointing or not? Like, were they above and beyond? Were they all right? Were they below expectations? Like, where do you guys stand overall with these guys?
I think their introduction was meh, but I expect more from them later for sure. But the introduction could have been better.
Amen to that. All right.
I agree with that.
The chapter was too short.
Well, the thing is like because apparently like Oda was trying to get 2 chapters before Golden Week and stuff, so like you can kind of tell like he could have probably wanted to do more, and we'll probably see that in 905.
I hope so.
Chapter length is an interesting comment because there's a shitload of character portraits and double pages in this chapter, which
there was like I think 4 double page spreads in this chapter.
And then you have a whole page of Belly or whatever her name is, Betty, with a full character portrait. So yeah,
the introduction was underwhelming because we didn't see much, but I know that's just plain. But they're gonna show how strong they are later on in the series, and we got to keep this in mind.
Yeah.
Somebody was telling me that their designs look whack. I agree. But Ivankov design looks whack too. And
Welcome to One
Piece. Right, yeah, it's One Piece. Yeah, it's One Piece. Yeah.
That's the point of the revolution.
I say that the potential is there though, because Lindberch, he's got to be a mink because he's wearing sunglasses, even though he also has
whiskers, man. Yeah, covering the eyes.
So if he looks like the full grown, he's gonna OD.
He's a mink. Yeah, he's a mink. Yeah, that's for sure.
Oh, but what I am gonna say to be safe until I see otherwise. I think they're all just high by Siren level until I see otherwise. But, like, of course they're stronger than that though. But like right now, from what I see, they're like high by Siren level. Like it's safe.
I like how you add the. Of course they're stronger than that, which implies that they're admiral level or like low admiral level.
Oh yeah. Yo, King.
No.
That's what I'm fucking saying, right?
No, we can't do that. Man. We can't do that.
Look, most likely, right? Like, here's the way all the trolls are. Most likely.
Oh fuck, this is a mistake.
He's deep in
these revolutionaries are a mix of low admiral level to high admiral level. Or they are at the weakest. They're a mix of low to mid level admiral level. Yeah, like
It
they're up
just
to
yeah,
the
it just depends how Oda intends to use the characters.
Dragon can't declare war if you don't got admiral level people. You know what I mean? Like how you like what is he doing?
He kind of can if he has a very big army that we don't see. Like again, like because you have Betty. If you have a very powerful army, then Betty's quintessential in that shit.
The
Like,
Revolutionary Army is going to be about the fodder. They're all about the
yeah, actually, that's actually a good point. It could be mainly about the fodder because it's about revolting against the system itself, and so like so maybe he saves the people at Mary Jo's pub, and then they all become revolutionaries to join him for like the actual like real battle.
Hold on,
That's what I was figuring.
Yeah.
If you got a lot of fishmen and slaves, like they're
Right, fishmen. Yeah, like could you imagine like Betty freaking like rallying giants and shit that were slaves? Like, oh fuck, bro. It's like, wait a minute.
Koala was raised, well, she was looked after and raised by the fishmen too, so she's got like a lot of connection to.
Think about what they really. We've seen the Straw Hats fight fodder a lot. The thing is, King of Lightning, and you notice, like, think about it like that Pirate Warriors game. The fodder is good versus other fodder, but like even like someone like Akainu can run through fodder. You know what I mean? So he has to have these commanders that are like on an admiral level to stop him to be a threat.
Well, okay, but like potentially.
The government has CP0 who made Blackbeard retreat, and they also have the admirals and stuff. So Dragon has to be strong enough to take care of both of them.
Or you can have a few people team up. You can have a team up fight, a couple team ups, like two, 3 people against one admiral. At least keep them busy for a while. Because I mean, think about what they really have to do. Like they have to.
But it's still CP0 though.
Yeah, but if it's one person fighting like 1,000 people, one person's not going to defeat 1,000 people unless like it's ridiculous. But
I'm telling you, like y'all underwhelming.
I'm gonna head out if that's fine.
Y'all remember?
All right, man, take it easy, man. Take some to the stream, bro.
Wait, I wanna say my characters though.
Wait, what now?
With the trident, I'm not too impressed by. I'm just gonna wait it out. Junkrat, I'm not too impressed by either. Kashi, I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
The
Crow
Eddie,
Man.
have you seen Crow in the basket? Akashi buffs up other people on his team.
Oh, Akashi. Oh, wow. You compared to Akashi, bro. Yo, that was, Yo, I can't. No. I caught that last second. Wait a minute. Oh, he said Akashi. I thought he said Itachi. I thought he said Itachi. I'm like, oh. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just gonna wait it out. I'm gonna see how they stack up against people that are formidable, and I'm just gonna say it's just a setup chapter for me.
You know that too. Like I don't know if any of y'all caught this. Like I don't know exactly what the name means, but it's a person in Yu Yu Hakusho who was named Karasu too. And
it means crow.
Crow.
Yeah, it means crow. Yeah.
But hold on, but both of these characters, they both had their mouth covered, and the guy in Yu Yu Hakusho, when he removes his mouth cover, he breathes. Whatever he blows, it explodes. Like he breathes invisible bombs and stuff.
Oh, so what, using that like the mouthpiece may be an inhibitor of some kind?
Yeah, so, to restrain his power.
Maybe.
The mouthpiece is clearly linked to his design and his ability, though.
Yeah, I think so too. But I mean, that could be the case.
Look like a crow.
And the Karasu in Yu Yu Hakusho wasn't about crows at all. So for this guy to be named Karasu too, and for him to have the same face mask, that means Oda took inspiration, and it's probably related to that guy.
Maybe.
In a way
I mean, like I think that like it could be a parrot. Dude, who the fuck is blowing? Smoke, what are you doing? Smoke, what are you doing, bro? Smoke, you motherfucker, dude. Smoke, straight up, yo, we Disney, Smoke. What the fuck, man? No, we're not. Never mind.
I'll say this, like.
Yeah, I got bounce too, though. But I appreciate the invite, King.
Yeah, okay. All right, no doubt. Take it easy, man.
Ty, don't presume like Oda's inspirations, because like as artists, we all have different inspirations, and like the most random things could inspire him to do whatever.
No, yeah, but this is too on point. Like it's a Karasu. Keep in mind that the Yu Yu Hakusho Karasu wasn't crows. Oda took stuff from like every One Piece character, from Doflamingo to these other ones, like even like Blackbeard, they're all based on stuff. So and keep in mind they have these collab chapters sometimes, like when he worked with the Toriko guy and with Dragon Ball Z. So like it's
he's a friend with Toriko guy.
Yeah. Even Raizo being ninja and all the Naruto jokes. So like it's nothing wrong, and it's nothing bad about him. Like getting a little bit inspired and taken from the Karasu from Yu Yu Hakusho, because that was a dope bad guy.
Yo, so really quickly, A Trigram Boy and Pivot Armageddon donated for the same thing via Super Chat. The whole Sawyer theory about Karasu being worked for Kaido. We talked about it before early in the stream, and most of us came to the consensus that it's probably unlikely. It's actually like highly
Is that the
unlikely.
thing where like he looks like a plague doctor when he clearly doesn't?
What now?
Is that the thing where he looks like a plague doctor, therefore he's a calamity about plague?
Yeah. Like he's a calamity. Yeah.
He doesn't look like a plague doctor. So.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, it's just that like for me, like for me,
because he's a crow.
For me, it did make sense from jump because Kaido wouldn't be doing that kind of stuff because Kaido was waiting for Flamingo to set up stuff like that. Like Dofi was the mastermind, and Kaido's just the beast that's waiting to be unleashed essentially. So yeah, I mean ultimately, nah. Like the theory of Karasu being a double agent, again, it makes no sense to be a double agent in the Revolutionary Army where they're already gonna create chaos. Like
he does look like a straight up villain anyway. So
yeah, he does. That's true. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So really quickly, David donates $4.99 to Super Chat. Says admirals are admirals. They're only 3, but people want to put 50 people on their level. Like question mark. Like what now? I mean, again, like that's what I'm saying. It's like for me. It's like for me. Listen, I would say this. All right, like these guys. I'm not gonna say that they're not powerful, because we have to see a lot more. But from what we see so far, if they had like army at their disposal, that kind of stuff, and like it was those 4, like not even if it was just those 4, one admiral would be plenty. I think just plenty, but just straight up plenty. Honestly, so what we're seeing so far. All right, so
I'm hoping
I don't agree with that, yo.
I know you don't. I know you don't.
Yo, if they could have came to that island. It could have been Katakuri there. They would have made. It would have been a tough fight. I think they would have took out.
Head cannon.
They're not. No. Look, listen. They're not stopping no Yonko. But if it was an admiral there, or if it was a right hand man there, they're putting that person to work.
No.
I can't believe I get to experience the
Keep this in mind. Hold on.
Yeah, legendary.
Do y'all know?
This is on 2
Remember those
minutes
people?
of content.
So hold on. Remember the
If
power
it was
structure?
a 4v1, I could see them taking at least one ad. Two
Whoa,
admirals.
hold on. Look. Even in the 4v1, like in the 4v1, they're taking care of an admiral, and like one of them is gonna just chill back. Karasu is gonna be like, y'all take care of this. I'm gonna look from the side.
Where are you kidding?
4v1, I'm trying to work out how they would even damage admiral.
In terms of like story stuff, time might be right, but from what we've seen,
you would hope
like,
that they
on the
from what we've seen. Thank you. Yes, thank you, Eric. From what we've seen, and by the way, for the guys in chat, for who's singing in chat, I forgot who said it. Yes, Eric will be working on a Viola running animation that will happen very soon. Definitely.
Okay. Am I doing that?
Yeah, you are now. Yeah.
Wait. Instead of Viola, instead of
Yo.
a running animation for Big Mom in her early years.
Stop.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right. Okay. Let's just.
Yeah, that would be
Okay,
nice.
King of Lightning. Do you remember
Moving on.
King of Lightning. Do you remember the power structure in Bleach? Of like the people in the. Do you remember the power structure in Bleach?
Yeah.
All right. So keep this in mind. Look.
Wait, Ty. Where's this going?
So. All right, look, about Dragon and his commanders. Look, in Bleach, right? The Soul Society, right? It was the Soul Society, right? And then it was these other people, the people from the Golden Gates. I exactly forget what they was called.
The Royal Court Guard Squad.
The Royal Guards. Yeah. And then it was told to us that like those 4 people, I think it was 4 of them, right? That they're stronger than the whole Soul Society. Just those 4 people alone.
Supposedly combined, yes.
Yeah. The Soul Society had 12 commanders, so I think that with Dragon commanders, these 4 goofy looking commanders, they're probably so strong that they're all probably like some admiral. You know what I mean?
Each one is admiral level.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Dragon,
Okay.
Look, King of Lightning. Even if they are.
So you're basing that right now on chapter 904.
I don't know about you, but
yeah. You gotta read between the lines, King of Lightning. Just because they look under.
It sounds like you're reading between some coke lines.
Dude, yo, Ty. You are reading between tectonic plates, bro. Like that's a whole different thing, bro. Like I mean, like forget about lines, bro. Like I think that when it comes to listen, from what we've seen thus far, I would say comfortably that yes, they have their utilities and they're very powerful in their utilities, definitely. And when it comes to leading armies and rallying the troops and that kind of stuff, definitely they're very powerful.
Yeah.
But when it comes to main fighters, they don't appear. Maybe the pseudo giant Gator, and maybe Karasu, maybe, but
Yeah.
they don't appear to be main fighters. The main fighters would be Sabo, would be Ivankov, would be Dragon. That's the way it looks to me. Honestly.
The same thing could be said for those characters in Bleach. When I seen them, I'm like, what? They
Yeah, but we're not talking about the characters. The characters in Bleach, they were defined to be the strongest characters from Jump. This is a whole different thing.
No, I know, but King of Lightning, look, here's the thing. Like, even with what I'm saying being true, let's say that they are all admiral level, right? Let's say low to mid admiral level. Dragon still has a tough job. Like he at least needs that for him to be successful. Like, and you can't scale it all on the fodder.
This is what I was saying earlier. Like, you can win fights in One Piece without being necessarily the hand-to-hand strongest.
Right, exactly.
That's the way Oda writes the
Hold
story.
on. No, that's different because Luffy is the main character, so he's.
It's literally the point.
But
of
that's
what
Luffy.
Trying to do as the Revolutionary Army is like uprising from the people.
They're not going to do it themselves. They're going to do it with the help of the people.
So hold on.
They have somebody that can buff the people, somebody that can arm the people, somebody that can
So let me ask you this,
presumably transport the people underground. That's their whole thing.
If we swap any of those 4 commanders out with Sabo at Dressrosa, right? I think Fuji's still not getting a Luffy. I think every one of those commanders is stopping Fuji. Keep in mind, like, with Sabo and Fuji. No, look, listen. Sabo and Fuji, they both agree, like, let's not do this. I think any of those commanders is doing that too. On Dressrosa, you know what I mean?
Tell me how Belo Betty with
I ain't seen that.
stops a meteor.
I mean, like shit, dude. I mean, like that.
You don't even know what she could do. No,
wait.
But that's Ty. That's the point. That's the point, Ty. We don't know.
Hold on, but check this out.
Wait, Ty, I'm sorry.
What you think
if it was any of the other commanders, I personally do not believe that Fujitora he would have just gone ape shit on them.
Fujitora would have baby
through
faced them.
I don't know.
Yes, he would have killed Karasu straight up with a meteor. He would have killed him.
Talking in ifs is dangerous, you know.
It's hyper dangerous, bro. It's
keep this in mind too. Look,
it's
King of Lightning. Since we've seen so little of them, that means that they have so we haven't seen. Like I would think that
maybe
they had to go all out fighting this guy.
Look,
but they took
Ty,
care of him like it was nothing.
I agree with you that in terms of like story thinking, like they have to be strong, but like everyone's in this chat room is saying from what we've seen on pen and paper, we can't say that they're that high.
Yeah.
Right, we have to wait till like.
We have to wait. Yeah, we just have to wait.
But at the point, hold on. But at the point when it's revealed that every single one of them is right now.
But Ty, you're gauging these guys to be low to mid admiral level on 904.
They not gonna disappoint King Lightning. Look.
Like that's what shocks me, man. Like 904 alone, and they're admiral level. Like that's stunning, bro. That's stunning.
I'm telling you,
they ain't no admiral level on an individual basis.
Ty, are you capable of thinking of characters in terms other than straight combat power?
Oh
yeah. I factored all
because there's like other things you can do.
No, I know, but
that can bring utility and quality to the Revolutionary Army.
Strategy.
They're trying to upturn an entire planet's government. Like, you need other people than just fighters.
So check this out. Look, it's gonna be something in One Piece, right? Where say like Admiral does come, say Fuji comes or something, right? And that giant is gonna be like, I'll take care of this. Go ahead, Dragon. And you're gonna see the giant guy put in work. It's gonna be a situation. They're gonna be like, oh snap.
Yo, that's wild.
It's possible. It's a possible thing that could happen.
It could, but he's making that assumption on 904 alone. Yeah, because like so it's like it comes down to what we see and then what your portrayal is of said character. So we know that these guys, they run the blues. Or no, they're commanders of revolutionary forces in the blues of the world. So the East, West, North, and South Blue. These territories are considered to be very tame and mild in comparison to the Grand Line, let alone the new world. And Ty is saying that these guys are that powerful, admiral level, because of the portrayal that we get in 904.
Yes.
That's, I think, the stretch.
This is what
that's the stretch.
This is kind of the thinking where it's like, you know, Luffy's going to be Pirate King at the end of this series, therefore he's going to win every fight. Like,
right.
It's dangerous to think like that.
Exactly.
No, it's not.
They haven't even
I'm
done
not
anything.
thinking like that.
Just
You
want
don't.
an
You don't.
introduction.
That does not. Look. At the end of the day, I'd be right. Like I was right. Like I called Luffy would beat Katakuri, and it wasn't because he was the main character. I scaled the way the fight was going. Like I have my own tactics and ways of scaling.
Not even that's fully confirmed, bro.
He has his own tech.
I also think Katakuri would win. Like,
don't keep this in mind, right? Because people make theories and stuff like that. At the point in the story when they say like let's say it's confirmed that they're all admiral level, it's no theory anymore. Then, so I'm not gonna wait to like if I feel this confident from the introduction.
I mean, first of all, Luffy just beat Katakuri because he goofed on him. Like,
all right, yo. Wait. Let's say exactly. Let's rabbit holes. Wait. No. Katakuri, Luffy, another video, another stream, another day. Listen, okay. I just want to say that I think aside from a few people in chat, or in this call, the general consensus is that it was a little bit subpar. Some over expected. Okay, yeah, fine. Some folks. Wait, I'm just saying. Within Ty, I'm just saying within the context of the people that are currently in this call, in this Discord, in the round table, the majority think it was a bit underwhelming for the time being. We're not saying that. Listen, dude, Ty. You could be right. These fuckers could be Fleet Admiral level for all we fucking know. But right now, no. For the majority of us, okay?
Don't you think that a lot of that has to do with their designs? If they had beast designs,
like
Karasu has a good design. What do you mean?
But come on, that's only one person who has a good design. Like if
hello, Betty's design is alright.
Betty's design's alright. Junkrat, he's not
a little bit off.
Yeah, kind of somewhere. Yeah.
I love
Junkrat looks a little too much like Sabo.
Well, hold on. Someone's saying I love, and then they cut off.
So speaking as someone, I love the weird designs for One Piece, and this is going to be controversial. My favorite character is Usopp.
Fuck it.
Controversial.
Yeah, it's not controversial at all. Yeah, people love Usopp, bro. What do you mean? It's not controversial.
I fuck with Usopp.
Yeah.
I thought that you were all about
One who's called God.
Nah, man. Usopp, second outside in the crew, confirmed. Definitely.
Okay, well, I appreciate that.
Yeah, no doubt.
But no, as someone who, I love the weird design, I was also underwhelmed, and it had nothing to do with how they looked, because I expect that from One Piece at this point,
All right, so then what did you find underwhelming about them, personally?
Well, I think back to, like, the character introductions of other crazy characters. So, like, let's look at like Aokiji the Ice Admiral when he fucking one finger freezes Miles. Let's look at Kuma's introduction in Thriller Bark. Let's look at Eva's introduction in a Thriller or in Impel Down. You know what I mean? Like,
Impel Down.
It was weird that they were fighting like a scrub of all people, and it's okay that they're not fighting someone strong, but I just think that Oda could have done something crazy. I suppose.
All right, so I hear what you're saying, but keep this in mind. From what the story's telling us, they all have higher rank than Ivankov and Kuma. So, like, if you know Kuma's a beast,
what?
I don't think
of the chapter was the hype the characters are.
Taekwon, wait. Who the fuck says that these four commanders are higher than Ivankov?
I assumed they were.
Hold on. No, because
what is Ivankov's title anyway?
We heard that. Hold on. Look. We know that Sabo's number 2.
One of the main command.
So that probably means Dragon's number 1, and then it said that this is like the north, the east, the west, the south. Ivankov is under that. You know what I mean? So like,
That is headcanon right there. That is
no, it's not headcanon. So hold on.
It is headcanon.
So
You can't assume
you're trying
that.
to tell me? No. Listen. I could assume what I want to assume. So look, listen. You trying to tell me that like, look, let's listen to what you're saying. You're trying to tell me that Sabo's number 2. Let's say Ivankov is number 3. Let's say Kuma's number 4 or whatever, and then it's a north, east, southwest that ranks under the 4. Get out of here. Like if it's something like that, like no.
I mean, Sabo's chief of staff. Ivankov could be like chief of intelligence or something.
I was part of the Revolution Army because his
from the way that I
his
see
memory
it,
got
those
mind
4
wiped.
are under Sabo.
Then maybe his special command, his like for example, his royal guard, quote unquote.
King, what's your thoughts?
No, listen, I'm not saying they're stronger than top of it. They have higher rank than Kuma and Ivankov from what I see.
I don't know. I think Ivankov is still above them.
I just think that because they're
Every time,
Kuma was a pirate. Though,
every time we
he's
see,
gonna have a higher rank.
for me, I would say this.
Kuma, they're next to Dragon.
Like Ivanka was in the down low for a long time. So, like what he was doing, like he was in Impel down for a while, as far as we understand. So, like what his role was in the world kind of shifted, but he runs the Kambaka Kingdom in the Grand Line. These guys, they're commanders, so they run all the troops in certain parts of the world. But these parts of the world are the least dangerous parts of the world. I mean, like, so.
It's not specifically the blues. It's just the corners of the earth. It could include the Grand Line and the world.
It could. True. But I mean, based on, then I guess we'll wait and see what the Viz says about that, because that could change particularly. But it's that like right now,
the official might change it, yeah.
Right, yeah. But right now, I'll just say for the sake of my argument that they just run the north, south, east, west blues. That's what I would say ultimately.
I can't see any of these commanders being stronger than Kuma. I don't see it.
I agree.
Well, hold on. But you could make that same argument about Ivankov. Like I can't see Ivankov being stronger than Kuma, but at Marineford, Ivankov put Kuma in his place. You can't let the character.
Oh wait, that's missing the okay. Wait. Wait.
Had his memory erased.
Yeah, that was not.
No. Listen. I know you say that, but to me, Kuma got stronger by them.
Holy fuck. All right. Yo, wait, really quickly. There were a bunch of super chats because I do want to get to the old, because it's shame that doesn't left, but I do want to get to the overall I want to get to the dragon stuff, and then I want to get to the overall rating of the chapter. So, or like where we would rank this chapter like out of like 10. So first of all right, just going from recent to last. So, Loom donated $5 to the super chat, said Ty is Buggy the Clown of the stream, but I love it. Okay, the real blood pump says $1. Pinkbeard baby shakes Kong, let it be known. All right, David donates $4 and he says, King, what do you say about Blackbeard fodderizing Dragon? We'll get to Team Blackbeard later. No doubt. Mashups donated $1. Okay, good stuff. Alex donated $2 and said Belo's Devil Fruit is basically Perona's opposite.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Mr. Excuse donated $5. After playing God of War, I'm convinced that Ty is the Mimir of our realm. So if anyone wants to lop his head off and carry it around for
It's never been that serious.
Yeah, it's in a joking manner, right?
It's more of a compliment, I guess.
Yeah. One Piece knowledge and future insight. I'm not posted. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, you know what's one thing I noticed whenever Ty goes on anyone's stream is he brings in money, bro. People always gotta comment on Ty.
Like it's okay.
No, I'm not joking.
Yo, that is probably true. That is probably true.
They just can't keep their mouths shut. They have to.
Ty has fucking strong hockey, bro. Weekdays, only $5. Superchat says Luffy was stronger than anybody in the Enraged army and still got washed. Revs don't need admiral level fighters to beat admirals.
Yep, numbers matter.
I mean, to be fair, when he lost to the Enraged army, he just fought Cracker for 12 hours and then got his ass beat by Sanji on purpose.
Exactly. So this wasn't a fresh Luffy. Like, don't try to use a certain situation and then act like, oh, that just applies.
And he still took out like hundreds of them too.
Yeah.
That's right.
Fair enough. Megabuster $5 through Super Chat says, bro, you said we Disney while you have softcore hentai in this week. It's not hentai, man. Come on, easy. Reiju is just showing off her cardio. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, jiggle physics. There ain't nothing wrong with that, right? It's in every anime. Frankie, $5. CP0 made the news to take down Luffy. Sakazuki slams his fist after reading CP0 forced him. P.S. Ty is entertaining cancer. All right, like if you know. Dave, another $5. Admirals are admirals. There's only so we got that. Okay, cool. So we're done with that. Okay, we're done with all that stuff. Now, hold on a second. 8 trigrams. Do you think Betty's a trap? We've discussed this too. I mean, there's a chance.
Doesn't matter. Also.
But exactly, it doesn't necessarily matter.
Why?
I don't know, because
I think she's a woman now.
Because they're
Right.
affiliated with
Ivanko.
In anime, we see that a lot. Like I think
This is just like that theory that fucking
Crocodile. Yep, exactly. It's the crocodile theory all over again. But again, like the thing is that like Ivanko is actually changing them from fully a male to a female because of the hormones, full blown. Yeah. So it's a different context there.
It's actually kind of, now that someone mentions Crocodile, he was one of the only warlords, I think. That last chapter, he was just for one panel shown that he's reading a newspaper. I don't know why Oda's giving us a quick reminder.
Oh, I want Crocodile.
Crocodile is still.
This Crocodile's a fucking legend, bro. Like, I'm ready for this Crocodile. I'm ready. Let me see here.
I think he's gonna do it maybe later on.
A mashups, the $2 super chat. He says Nami and with Zeus high diffs those new commanders. Oh shit. All right. Listen, man. Again, let's just wait and see what they can do. All right. Now, okay. So now we're done with that.
Not if her climate attack gets frozen, then
all right.
she's used to it.
Oh shit. Junkrat coming in hot.
We want Robin to get some buffs.
Hell yeah, we do. Well, actually, not necessarily because Robin's already OP as fuck. So okay.
We want Robin to have some. The point is, they're always flashing Nami now.
Yeah, because I think Nami needs it because she's part of the weak trio. She's already weak from jump. Like Robin was always way more powerful than Nami. Like leagues more powerful. Like honestly.
A devil fruit would be too OP.
Yeah, I can see that. Okay, so now let's talk about what Dragon said. All right, so Dragon. All right. Dragon's ready. I mean, this I think is something that was, of course, a long time coming. What Eric said before about this being too soon, I'm not too sure if it's too soon. Because in the context of the story, Luffy already has, think about it from Luffy's standpoint, Luffy now has half of the things he needs to find the One Piece. And we already know that he's engaged, he's already engaged with a Yonko. And then there's no one coming up, like, really, really soon. And on top of that, after that, there may be some confrontation between Blackbeard and Shanks or something of the sort. And Shanks says, like Luffy, he'll see him soon. And then on top of that, you do have the fleet being built in the cover story to solidify Luffy's position as a person to be feared across all the realms. I mean, all the realms, all the new realm, the fucking realms. So, I mean, I'm thinking that, yeah, like, I think now is a good time because now we're setting up the other major forces in play to shake up the world, and that's Dragon. So, I don't think it's too soon, honestly.
By too soon, I mean, like, the final war isn't going to start now. Like,
No,
the war
Oh,
between
yeah,
the
yeah,
Reds and the
yeah,
army
yeah,
isn't gonna start now.
yeah.
I
Definitely
think
not.
that this is going to be Dragon's time to send him a message. Like, it's going to be, he's going to do something crazy, and it's going to be like it's coming, motherfucker.
I mean, it's literally as he discussed in the chapter. It's going to be their declaration of war.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not going to be like, hey, final war happening right now. No, it's like, no, we're finally ready to go to war.
And it's good because every
I think
time
that's
somebody
what it is,
declares
like,
war, it's always interesting to a series because that's when stuff gets like that's when you see those powerful people get pushed to the edge and you see some of the best fights.
Oh
when
yeah,
wars happen.
From what I can see, somebody said earlier that we don't know why Dragon became a revolutionary. But if you look at page 4 of the chapter, just the way he is talking to Sabo, it kind of seems like they have a moment. So maybe the Celestial Dragons, and this is pure headcanon, just speculation, but maybe they killed Luffy's mom.
I've heard that theory
That's
a
why
couple times.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a popular theory. Is that?
I mean, maybe that's what
why
happened.
he couldn't stand being in the Marines or whatever.
I mean,
I don't think
Sabo
they
has a
killed
legit
Luffy's
reason
mom,
that He
though.
was almost straight up killed by one of the 10 Ryobito.
To me, the only way they could kill Luffy's mom is if his mom was a fisherman or one of those.
What?
No, listen.
Well, they've just decided to fuck with
Listen to what I'm saying, Captain. Hold on. Listen to.
I
listen
mean,
what I'm
to be
saying,
fair,
Captain. I said
the
that.
10
I said that.
Ryobito
I don't
shot a
think
rocket
that
launcher
they-
at Sabo just because he was on the water.
But he gets in front of them or doesn't bow down to them. They don't need to be a certain race.
That's
Nah,
true.
there was also
the majority.
Well, didn't they also kill that one dude in Sabaody just because he didn't want to give up his like girlfriend?
Yeah.
Like he was like, I want.
Yeah, one guy, yeah.
Yeah, I want your woman. Blam.
Yeah.
What do you think of the idea?
I don't think they killed Luffy's mom. I wouldn't even be surprised if Luffy's mom in the universe somewhere.
What?
What?
I said I don't think they killed Luffy's mom though, and the majority of the crime we've seen from them has been to other races. And I wouldn't be surprised if Luffy's mom is like alive somewhere.
This is the thing about like One
Piece.
Piece.
She died.
This is the thing about One Piece. It's like it's never been a thing where Luffy wants to like find his parents or anything about parentage. So I don't know if Luffy's mom's gonna be.
Mom
because we know that.
Why wouldn't Luffy grow up with his mom? Why did he?
Remember during Sabo they were still buying humans.
He doesn't have to. Like why? Like he doesn't have to grow up with his mom. Like his mom could be whatever. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't mean that she's dead. Like keep this in mind. Like if Sabo could be if they could make it seem like Sabo died but he's alive, his mom could not be talked about yet but can be alive still. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't be so quick, especially in a manga like this that's full of mystery and story. I wouldn't be so quick to say that she's dead. You know what I mean?
Well, no. I mean, yeah, she could be a slave, but like I don't think she's gonna be a fishman. Ty, I don't know where you get fishman from.
Listen. I think that they didn't kill her, so I'm saying that like they would only kill her if she's a fishman to help you understand that. Like I don't think that's likely. It's not that I'm saying she's a fishman.
But I really don't understand that.
I mean, either way they could.
But listen. If she was a fishman, look. If she was a fishman, then I could be like, okay, yeah, because of the racism, he killed her or something. But like since his mom is not a fishman, most likely, or a mermaid, I don't see the celestial dragons killing her. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Why not, bro? They used to
torture
because I kill like Boa Hancock and like it's called the human auctioning house. Like it wasn't just racist. They're just so because they're
inferior.
The way that I analyze the story, I don't see that happen. So like listen, I'm not telling you that hey, that's 100% wrong. Don't think that. I didn't make fun of you for thinking that, but I don't agree with that. I think she's alive and she'll probably come into the story.
Where do you think she's at right now?
What's your thoughts on Dragon possibly being an admiral?
It's a manga. She could be a celestial dragon.
Declaration of war to Luffy's mom.
Listen,
Luffy's mom fanfics over here.
Listen. For all you know, she could be like the second in charge of the celestial dragons. For all we know, we don't know. This is a manga. Like his parents is an interesting thing. Just like in like Naruto, we found that out about his parents. Bleach, his parents, one was a Quincy and his dad was a Soul Reaper. Parents.
I'll say this, Ty. Like the difference between
horrible reveals.
The difference between Naruto and Bleach and with parentage is like it's not really a theme in One Piece. Like
I don't agree with that.
That's awful reveals.
Hold on. If his dad is the most wanted man in the world, his mother's gonna come into play. So like I don't agree.
Yeah, but like Luffy isn't pining over his mother and father the entire series.
Yeah.
But why though? Like I wouldn't either. Look what he's doing. You know what I mean?
Because he's an idiot.
No, it's not. No. It's not. No, it's not that. It's that Luffy's journey, like from Jump. Like when you look at what Garp did, like Garp, he had to take care of his own business, so he left Luffy with Ace and Sabo and Dadan. So at that point in time, his family was Ace and Sabo at that point in time. Like and of course Garp as well, because Garp was someone that was there from Jump. But at the same time, when it comes to Dragon and company, like the journey he's always had was his ambition that he attained when he was with his friends and his family as soon after Sabo and Ace, and that's it. And the story kind of goes from there. So it's not necessarily a thing of, well, okay, like Luffy, like I can't say that Luffy doesn't care, but it's such in the background when it comes to his family that it's really a non-factor. That's why the family part isn't really. That's why with Bleach and with Naruto, it's so different.
It's people thinking that Dragon doesn't even care about Dragon. Meanwhile, Dragon saved him from Smoker.
No. This is from the perspective of the main character. Because we follow the main character. Whatever Dragon perceives of Luffy is different. When you look at Naruto and Bleach, when you look at how they're respectively, how the Naruto and his family later on is such a core staple of the story. And when it comes to Ichigo and when it comes to Ishin, that is also a strong bit in his various arcs. But in One Piece, it's never really a highlight thing. Like even when Garp came to the story for the first time with Luffy, he came there towards the tail end of Water 7 of Enies Lobby, and then it was to reveal some stuff, and then that was it. And then they dipped back into the thing until later in Marineford. So again, it's not a major cornerstone of the journey of Monkey D. Luffy.
Like I can still tell that Luffy loves Garp for that, and for the people who think that like Luffy doesn't care about Dragon, I think y''re reaching too much. Like he does, and we'll see that as the story progresses and stuff. Like,
but what is that scene where
no one's saying that he doesn't care, but it's not his fault. It's such in the background. That's the thing.
Yeah. The way it is like the people who were associated within his life. That's the people he cares about. Like he won't give a shit as much for Dragon because he was never involved in his life.
I don't think blood means
That's
much.
not even any fucking to Dragon either.
Man didn't even know his father up until like 30, 40, like 50, 60 chapters
A
ago.
major theme about One Piece is like family isn't about blood. We've seen this multiple times.
Right, yeah. But, right, exactly.
The only Straw Hat with a living mother.
The only thing is that like he cares about Dragon, but in the news.
Oh shit, he is.
And Dragon,
Maybe. Well, no, Zoro kind of may have his. Zoro's mom could be alive. We don't know.
But
yeah.
Zoro's mom's not coming out.
Yeah, man. Like Zoro's dad's like me.
We don't know that yet.
How the hell did we go from Luffy to Zoro's family?
No, because he just said that that every person in the crew's mother is gone basically, which is Usopp's. Yeah, because Usopp, Brook obviously, Nami, Sanji, Chop, well, some reindeer that got shot and eaten. Right, yeah, so yeah. So some.
Anything about Zoro's family.
Frankie. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Not Robin's mom died. Frankie, we all know though, right?
No,
we know he was adopted, and his adoptive father was murdered.
Yeah.
Well, no, he was in Impel Down though. But right? He's not. Okay, well, okay, fine. He is dead. Fair enough. Yeah, I'll say he's dead. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, okay, fine. Not Zoro potentially, and Luffy potentially. Fair enough. Whatever. But again, listen. Okay, I think we're going in circles here. All right. Listen. All right, family. Listen. However you perceive it in the story, I don't think overall it's a big deal for the character and his main journey. It's like side stuff. That's important, yes, but it's side stuff that may come to a big role later on in the future of the series. But you have to also consider who he prioritizes as family. His family was Ace. His family is Sabo, and his family is Garp. Dragon. Wait, no.
That makes sense.
Hold on, let him finish.
I'm just saying because we do need to kind of move on here. Family for him, that's what it's been orchestrated to be. Dragons in the background, and that's it.
Sabo even being with Dragon just makes Luffy's bond with Dragon even better. Like I don't know.
Oh my god.
I think that Luffy has a very powerful. I think Luffy has a very powerful.
Mega Buster donate $10 to Super Chat says, I already said this to you, King, but how about everyone else? If Zeus is a part of Nami's gear, you guys think Zeus is gonna give us intel of Kaido/Wano, things a Yonko would know? Basically exposition.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good way to use Zeus, definitely.
If they've clashed with each other since Zeus is like her main ability, so he has maybe a confrontation with Kaido before or something like that.
Yeah, probably, yeah. That'd be kind of cool, yeah.
He's not gonna expose Kaido's weakness and like that, but I could see him giving hints.
I don't think he knows what Kaido's weakness even is. Kaido's land, sea, or air.
Extraordinarily stupid.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then by the way, yeah. Very diff character. I mean, listen, man. As long as for Zeus, in a sense, as long as it doesn't mean that Big Mom is permanently nerfed, all right, fine. But if this permanently nerfs Big Mom, and then Oda, fuck you, bro. Like that's not cool at all. That's not cool.
It's a way to help take down Big Mom in the future, at the very least.
I think some of that sort. But I mean, like,
I think it's a beacon that Big Mom can follow to the Straw Hat.
Yeah, that was theory too. Yeah, where
Zeus is literally irrelevant in terms of Big Mom versus Luffy. So. Well, let's travel, but like, man.
True. Yeah, I'm about to say, because that speed, Eric, that speed was insane.
Maybe.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Of course she can. Elbaf spears. We saw Elbaf spear. We saw Elbaf spear that she used on top of Zeus. It was like, bro.
Is Big Mom the type to dodge an attack?
Not really, no.
She don't need to.
For the most part, right? Yeah.
Big Mom didn't even acknowledge. Big Mom didn't even acknowledge Zeus's absence, so I think that he's tricking the Straw Hats on Big Mom's side still. He's just like gathering intel and stuff. Like Big Mom's gonna come right back to Big Mom soon.
Well, he's definitely there for Luffy Nami's power
for Big Mom, if anything, she's gonna be able to track him down.
Yeah.
All right, so I want to go real quick. So then, what are some thoughts? Because I mean, I guess you got my thoughts and Eric's thoughts on the whole this being too soon or not when it comes to Dragon and the war, the declaring war. So, Pro, what do you think of this Dragon and the declaration of war, man?
Well, well, Declaration of War. This is something I've been waiting for like over a year. I've been calling this.
Mm.
And, you know, I felt like it was like a 50-50, right? Half the people are like, okay, yeah, Dragon's gonna attack, and it's gonna be awesome. It's probably gonna come at the end when everyone's like wrapping up, and he's gonna come crashing in. But then now we find out that this is right from the get-go, right? So my thought process is, if this is being set up as like this is the start, like we already know this coming into Reverie, then I want to know what is the big like surprise moment towards the end of the arc, because now this was the supposed, like, if anything, this is gonna be the big moment where Dragon comes crashing in. But no, this is something we already is set up.
Okay, so then I guess, is Dragon gonna come crashing in, or is he going to stealth in there? Because I feel like Dragon is better off stealthing in there, saying his piece to to higher ups, letting them know that we're going to do our thing, and then maybe if he wants to try and take some of the slaves, maybe, but then he'll try and do it like very stealthily and then just dip. I don't think he's going to create chaos per se.
I don't think Fisher Tiger style. I think if he does it.
Wait, I'm sorry, Ty. If we take into the consideration everything that the Revolution Army has, I mean, when it comes to the big players, the people in the high in command, I would say that I lean more towards Dragon stealthing than just charging in.
I think
charging in is the best.
If we take in consideration that in the Dressrosa arc, most of the high tier commanders just stuffed in.
Yep, that's true. That's true.
Before making themselves known publicly.
All right.
Now, a declaration of war. Declaration
that was
of war
different though.
against
Sabo didn't really.
celestial dragons though.
Sabo
right?
didn't declare war on Dressrosa though. Just was there for something.
About declaring war, we're talking about what would Dragon do if he would be stuffing in, or he would go.
I think Dragon's gonna bust his way in there, and I think that's the smartest thing to do, because keep this in mind, right? If you're gonna listen, explain, right? If you're gonna stealth your way in there, that means that you're weak. Why you stealth past my guards? Now listen, like how the people did on Bleach, where like
Ty, I don't get it, bro. Like, it's
remember the invasion that happened in Bleach, right? When those people, they just like went
dude,
to the society.
Ty, come on.
Ty, the master of bringing up other series.
I know what Ty's trying to go with it, but he has a terrible way of explaining.
Remember Bleach? Remember
Naruto?
Remember Yu Yu Hakusho? I remember.
Alright, listen. So,
remember Dora the Explorer when Dora went out with
when I say stuff, right?
Look, stop attacking the man, alright?
Yo, let's not throw shade. Let Ty talk.
The stuff that I'm saying, y'all act like whoa, like it's not possible. So I'm getting you from the other manga that stuff happens, and so you can know that it's possible. You have to hush down a bit. But listen, look, the best thing for Dragon to do is to bust down in there, like all right, like let's say like if he could take out an admiral or something, or take out like a strong vice admiral, or take out whatever he can. I better yet say like if there's Chichibukai there, like let's say like we see like 2 Chichibukai down or something like that, and some vice admirals. That is like what? That's the revolutionary power, and it's like, look, we declare war. You know what I mean? Like he has to make a statement. He has to make an impression. You know what I mean? Just besides him being the world's most wanted man.
Is that the message Dragon wants to send though, with trying to revolutionize the world instead of showing violence towards the Navy and in front of all the kingdoms?
I'd say,
you never found it funny how when Sabo fought Bastille and Fuji, how evil he looked, like he was enjoying it, like I keep going inside rooms for a living. When Sabo fought Bastille and Fuji, like
He didn't kill him. What chapter? And this time actually give us the chapter, not tell us to look it up.
It's not a smart idea for Dragon to show his brutality in front of all
He's the most wanted man. What are you talking about? Like he can't get no better. What are you talking about? Like it's no
he needs to recruit other
Listen, standing up against the world government.
The world government, he's a devil. He gains nothing by being nice. They're declaring wars.
Kingdoms don't hate the world government. Most of them don't. Most of them respect the world
I don't
government.
agree. Keep in mind. This is almost like him being like Osama bin Laden or something. Like he's the most wanted man in the world.
But he's trying to become.
I think.
Okay.
I think.
All right.
This completely took a left turn from what I was expecting.
No, because I think the major.
All right, let's move past this.
All right, yo, smoke. What do you think about this? What do you think about stealth? Wait, hold on.
The thing that Dragon needs to do.
There you go.
Is get as many kingdoms as he can on his side during this reverie. So that's why, like he's gonna, BB's gonna join him. We're gonna hopefully get the Fishmen. I mean, we'll probably have like 4 or 5 kingdoms. Like Drum Island's gonna fucking join. So
I don't think they have to join him because they already like cool with Luffy, and I don't think Luffy and Dragon's gonna clash.
No, yeah.
Hang on.
Bro, it's gonna that's the whole point of them doing that there. It's because everyone's meeting there. So
no, the point of him doing that there is that's because
let him finish.
Let him finish. Wait, Ty.
You never let people finish. Let him finish.
No, go ahead. It's all good.
All right, fine. Yeah. Ty, go ahead.
Nah. I was just trying to say that to me, what I get from it is that it's almost like, okay, so like, you know how you have the One Piece rubber, right? It's like if for whatever reason, like somebody was gonna declare war, it's like, yo, I'm gonna do it at the One Piece rubber. All the big YouTubers are where everybody's there. I'm gonna make what I say. No, it's like something like that. He's doing it because that's where all the important people are. Yeah. He's not doing it to try to get anybody on his side, I see, because his army's big enough already.
Dragon isn't like.
Wait, hold on. We have no idea. Wait. Time out. That was an assumption. Yeah, you know. You just said that Dragon's army is already big enough. How do we know that? How do we know that?
Look, King of Lightning. If people want to join him, cool. But I mean, like his 4 commanders that we seen, if they all control a different part of the world, or they're all in a different part of the world, they have.
Wait, Ty. But you literally just said that they were enough as they are right now. But how do you know that?
Listen. I mean, as a whole.
And to add to what King said, do keep in mind that the Revolution Army just finished the fight with the Blackbeard pirates.
Yeah.
So they may have lost even much more of their total power.
There was no
Let me ask you this question: If Dragon goes in there and blows up the Reverie, how does that look to the world? It just makes the Dragon look like a terrorist.
He's already the most wanted man in the world. Like I don't think. Wait. So I'm not saying that Dragon is as cool as they make him out to be, but as far as like, he doesn't care what he looks like to the government because they're his enemy. The people know that the revolutionaries save people all the time, so it doesn't matter what he looks like. At the end of the day, just like Sabo almost crushed Bastille head and made it known that like, yo, you're not touching Luffy. Dragon's gonna bust in there. He's gonna declare war and let them know that like, yo, this is war. Either y'all cooperate with me or y'all be on the side of the government.
Hey, I want to say my piece real quick on this before I forget it.
Go ahead, man.
I'd say that in regards to Dragon stealthing in there or busting in there, I'd say, like, how do you declare war on the world government? Luffy shot the flag and did it. The Revolutionary Army is stating in page 4 that they're declaring war on the Celestial Dragons. A good way to declare war on them would be destroying the slave auction house.
Bing.
That would be the way to declare war. Destroy the slave auction house, free all the slaves, and then Dragon saying this is a declaration of war against the Celestial Dragons.
It's probably the best
so
option.
You're trying to say that he doesn't even make it to the Reverie then? Because I think he has to be there.
Like, the Reverie's in Marijoa,
he can make an appearance, but that's not necessarily where he's declaring war. They're declaring war on the Celestial Dragons. That's what.
Yeah, because here's the thing. So then imagine this. So let's say Dragon does this. Like, let's say, because I'm not too sure how the Reverie works in the terms of meetings. Like, is it like several days? Is it like one day? I'm not too sure. But let's say like during the meeting, like the main meeting, like a Marine runs in there like, yo, Akino-san, like, you know, like we have, you know, like this, oh, Akino-san, like this is terrible, like, yeah, exactly, like,
what are you doing coming in here?
The auction house has been destroyed by revolutionaries, and yeah, so then that would be like the perfect time.
Dragon's son was spotted outside.
I think it is.
Yeah, exactly.
I think he is going to Marijoa because he needs an entire commanding to get himself into Marijoa.
Yeah,
I doubt it's an easy feat to get in there.
I can imagine that where he's like,
yeah, I agree.
They're going to surround Marijoa and then declare war.
And then he comes crashing in, and he's just
right, exactly. That could definitely happen.
When Dragon says,
but again, like but here's the thing though. So like I think that I think that it makes more sense if he did want to make a message to the world. If he wanted to destroy something, it would be the auction house. But if he was going to Marijoa, I think he's better off stealthing into Marijoa and then trying to free a lot of the slaves there through those means, as opposed to coming in there guns blazing, blowing up half of Marijoa. Because understand, like after like if Marijoa is like, let's say half destroyed or something like that, then word is going to spread that, you know, it's of course going to spread, but does that paint Dragon in a good light if he wants to rally the people around him? I'm not too sure.
He's already painted in a bad light though. Like
and he needs to change that
narrative. But that doesn't mean he should like reaffirm the image that the government paints on.
I mean, like the only shining light.
He's good.
The only shining light would be that the Tenryu Beto, their image is already so cruel and malicious that him doing this would be seen as a good thing from jump, because these guys are already so bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, all
like
the
that.
humans hate him. They despise the
and
Lust of the Dragons.
And keep in mind, like when this chapter, the people was happy to see the revolutionary armies. It was like, oh look, it's dumb. So like Dragon, even though
were they
Dragon
happy?
does this, it's like okay.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the damage that Dragon does to the Navy doesn't matter to the people. Like he's always gonna be good with the people, but the government, like, it can't get any worse with them because they already made him the most wanted man in the world.
I don't think he's worried about that. like he's only the most wanted man because directly opposing them. It's just like when Robin got the fucking bounty at age 8. She didn't actually,
because what she knows directly.
Yeah, but I'm mentioning that to say, because y'all keep saying that like he has to do with stealth, he has to be calm, he has to be nice because he don't want to send the wrong message. Dude is the most wanted man in the world. No, no, but listen, he's the most wanted man in the world. Like it's no way he can redeem himself to the government at this point unless he joins them. So he's not going to join them. So he doesn't.
It's not about redeeming himself.
He got the people on his side. That's the whole point of being revolutionary. He wants to show the people he's the good guy. So if he goes in there all violent, that's not.
The people.
Dragon goes through the front.
If Dragon was new, keep this in mind. He's not new. The revolutionaries has been saving people for ages, so he doesn't have to. You know what I mean? It's like Luffy. That's like saying Luffy when he went to Impel Down. What if the world thinks it's like, no, it doesn't matter. People know that Luffy's good, and people know that like Dragon's good. It's just the government that doesn't.
But the people still like the Navy. The people love the Navy.
Yeah.
We've seen this multiple times.
I'd say that the thing with Dragon,
people love the reps too.
He's trying to.
Well, actually, no. Okay, yo, really quickly though. Really quickly. When you go through the chapter, they're not happy that they're there. They're just shocked that they're there. Like why would they be in the first place? Like they're more in shock.
King Lightning, in terms of how strong that they are, I think that's an important chapter because like we've seen a lot of vice admirals. I said we've seen a lot of vice admirals before. We've seen like the whole cake doesn't count because that was Big Mom Island though. But you see how they was like, yo, they're usually on 4 different parts of the world. What are they all doing together? It's like that was the first time we ever seen that in One Piece where like people was shocked that like 4 people was together. You know what I mean? Like that must be a big deal. Like so they probably are admiral for it to be mentioned like that.
Dude, what the fuck?
The last page 14 is
on this shit.
Guys, let's put what his entrance would be aside. Let's say he's in there, right? And I feel like the discussion that took place there, right? There's gonna be a divide. The people who support Luffy, the people who are on the side of that, and then there's people who still support the Wood government. I think the difference is gonna be that Dragon's gonna make his message clear on what he plans to do, and those people are gonna join Dragon. And then there's like there could be like this thing where it's going all out war, right? We could all agree that this arc is leading to the finale. One Piece, and that's where the divide's gonna come, where there's gonna be kingdoms like Alabasta, Dressrosa, etc., joining, possibly depending on what Dragon's message is, to join the revolutionaries. But then there's also the people that still support the world government.
Exactly. We also got to think about how big is the Reverie gonna be, because like there's like 170 islands under like the world government banner. Now, I'm not saying there's like 170 kingdoms alone, like multiple islands could be ran by a single kingdom, but still, we're maybe looking at like 40 to 50 like.
I think it's confirmed 51 kingdoms. Pretty sure it's 51.
Oh yeah. We have the 20 main kingdoms that are like Alabasta, Dressrosa, and then we have like 50 other ones that are like the fodder, like that are in the blues. Like there's like that guy who looked like Hitler, and there was the guy that looked like.
So we're gonna see a lot of new people in like the Reverie, and who knows?
Yeah,
maybe
it should be
like
the Reverie is
like those people aren't getting a lot of love from like the world government. Maybe they'll easily turn tail if Dragon shows up. Maybe like frees the slaves and whatnot, and like preaches to like the people of the Reverie.
Exactly. The Reverie is happening on the Holy Lands.
Yes. I believe they all meet up in Marijois.
So even this, like, come on, it's no way you touch the Holy Land if you're not invited, and no war happens or no fight happens. You just can't sneak up. You can't stealth into the Holy Land. Like, yeah, crazy. Like,
yeah, you can.
You can stealth into the Holy Land. They introduced Mr. Underground Railroad Gay Giant this time.
Every manga
and he freed a shit ton of slaves doing so.
Every manga that has like a Holy Land place, like a sacred place, like you ain't getting it. You ain't stealthing in there. I'm telling you, this is why he.
Wait.
Dragon's been
It can't be 100 chapters.
Years and years.
Yeah, wait. Exactly. Hold on, really quick. Yeah, first of all, yeah, Oda already promised Wano this year, so it has to be done officially to where Dragon is not gonna bust through the fucking front gate, and be like, "Yo, bitches!" Like it's like, no, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, all he has to do, King Landing. All he has to do.
So you think Dragon's gonna really bust through the front door of Mary?
All right. He's not getting to Mary Jo if he does that.
If anything, he's gonna have like Sabo and everybody make like a distraction somewhere to lure a bunch of like.
Look at the stuff they got introduced in this chapter.
And the Dragon gonna stealth in there and like be.
Yo, he's gonna bust in there. He's gonna let his power be known. He's gonna make his declaration of war. He's gonna say what he's standing for, like what's his purpose, and then he's gonna look. Listen. After he does that, he can leave.
We've heard this like
we've heard it.
You told us. We did listen.
But I'm
we literally listened.
Listen. He doesn't have to stay.
He has to reiterate it. I love it.
I'm trying to be mean. I've literally listened to you say this like 5 times now. I get what you think is gonna happen.
All right.
I just want to say what was introduced in this chapter
and
is...
he's gonna bust in there like, I declare war.
Yo,
yeah.
I declare war, bitch. Yeah, right. I declare war. Like, okay.
That dude presumably can stealth in their people. They introduced this whole Imperial gold or whatever gold they were going to pay to the Tenryubito. It's apparently super rare. They only had 2 of that, which means they could do something as far as stealing a lot of that shit.
They definitely could, dude. That would be crazy.
Yeah,
because
never mentioned again.
For me, the
so I think that is going to come up and be important.
I didn't even think about that.
Wait. One at a time. One at a time.
So they introduced that. They introduced that they do have stealth. They have the ability to stealth, and they have the ability to buff people who are, I don't know, have been mistreated or downtrodden, like, I don't know, some sort of slaves. Where we got slaves? Where are some slaves? I don't know.
I can think of a
I don't know. Maybe they could just
auction.
This conversation, you know what this
Yo,
reminds me of?
fucking done.
Okay, bro.
I'm just saying, we've had a few things introduced in this chapter that are probably going to come
No. I got you. No doubt. Okay, Eric, what are you saying before, Eric?
I was gonna say.
I was just gonna say that like the best part about this chapter is the mention of like the gold and how the world works. That's why I like this chapter so much, because of the world building, you know.
Oh, like the chapter again, like the chapter. I think so. Like, okay, so let me then get to like the main me here. So then the overall thoughts on the chapter. I think that's like the overall sense of the story. This chapter is a very, very good chapter. I just don't happen to think that the commanders are all that, just yet. So I think that we have to hold on those guys. But overall, I would say definitely that this chapter is a very good chapter, One Piece.
Yes. The chapter was short, but I like that it was no fluff in the chapter. Like, it pretty much, every page was important.
While we can't fully gauge like the new commander's strength, I really think like the Revolutionary Army like needs all 4 of them. Like, they all bring something special to the table that the Revolutionary Army needs.
Oh yeah, no doubt, definitely,
Even though
definitely.
This is a chapter 904 chapter discussion. We ain't talking about Pinkbeard. And I have a theory.
He's top 4. What else do you say about him?
Before we move on, I'm just gonna say like, compared to 903, I think this chapter suffers because it's right next to 903.
What would have been better is if they fought somebody with a 500 million bounty and they still took care of him the same, like it was light work. Then I would be more impressed. I would be like, oh, stop.
Oh yeah.
I had a theory a couple of years ago when Brownbeard got introduced. I was like, oh, so Oda's gonna go like make a whole Power Ranger team of bearded colored people. Like, if Zoro's dad is Greenbeard, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Yo, dude.
Nah, man, Zoro's dad's
Yo, King, do you remember when World Seeker was first shown? There was like this teaser called Dawn, and it was Mary Jo on fire, and then there was a guy with a cape on that was standing in front of it, and it was like Mary Jo was on fire. And I feel like this conversation just reminded me of that, even though that game is probably going to be non-canon.
That's what I assume. Like, it was all non-canon. I think
It gives off a dragon vibe with like
But check this out.
But I don't think that we're gonna get to that point right now. Ultimately, I mean, like I know stuff. I know that Ty again, front door. I declare war, but okay, but I mean,
1, 2, 3, 4.
For it to be fire, fire is like we busting in there. Sabo's just.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think that's gonna happen.
Dragon doesn't have to be the one who does
Hold
that.
on, yo,
It could be all the slaves.
How you don't think that was gonna happen, yo? Sabo looks crazy when he's fighting.
I do not think that. No, I don't think that Dragon and Sabo and Cubby are gonna bust in there, light Mary Jo's on fire, and be like, "Yo, like this is like it's our time, motherfuckers." You know, like no.
Ty, how many chapters do you think Revere's gonna be?
Like 20. So here's the thing.
It's one hell of 20 chapters, man.
Yeah. No,
he's gonna have to go real quick.
Like 15, 20. I think that's enough because Zoe was like 20 chapters.
If you want Dragon to burn Mary Jo, it's gonna take more than 20.
No, it doesn't. He can do that in one. Dragon can burn it, or Sabo can burn it in two pages. Like it doesn't take a whole long time.
It's
Mary Joa in 2 pages.
The whole continent.
The red line shattered, bro.
Wait, look, listen.
Damn.
What level Sabo has his dope food on? All he needs to do
Dragon
is
gonna low dip the line.
Bro, there's admirals there. Wait, time out. This is the Reverie. You're gonna have admirals, fleet admirals, and like CP0, and then Sabo is gonna walk in there and burn that shit down?
No, he doesn't have to walk in it. He can do that from a distance. He can just like.
So from a distance, oh, that's crazy, man. Yo, distance.
Sabo is established. Here's a part of something that I'm saying that you're not understanding. So what I'm trying to say is that like no matter how they bust their way in there, no matter the damage that they cause, they're just gonna say we declare war. It's time for the people's revenge or whatever, and then they're gonna leave. They're not gonna stay there and fight.
So you think Akaino's not gonna block an Entei from Sabo?
We have realized in this stream
but
that
even this though
has a couple of screw looses. That's literally different.
Ty, so
he's
we all
basically gonna
agree
still
that
have
he's gonna go in there.
and he's gonna just chuck a big sheet on the table and leave.
But hold on, listen. Even if Akainu blocks the Entei, right? It has to go somewhere. Mary Jo is on fire.
No. What? Dude, what do you... no, he just blocks the Entei.
I've never heard the phrase headcanon until today, and now I understand.
Yeah, now you understand, right? Headcanon, bro.
Dude, I've been doing this every stream. Ty is the king of headcanon.
Alright, so all of this, look, so y'all can make that
Taekwon, and it's something you have to realize as well. Something that you have to realize as well is that we don't know that Sabo is actually well acquainted already with the Mero no Mi.
I said that before I made my statement. I said we don't know what level Sabo's on, but it's dope, but he could do it.
You pull out the Entei.
Why do you think he gonna burn it in 2 pages?
No, listen. I said Entei because y'all make it seem like destroying Mary Jo was impossible. No, Sabo is capable. Like,
Wait a minute. Wait, hold on. Wait, Ty. Then, hold on. Ty, are you implying that he's capable of bypassing an admiral's defense?
No. Listen. I'm not talking about in their face. The reveries.
No. But you said from a distance. I mean, like, because Mary Jo's like that's the building. Like that's the main building where the Gorosei have their meetings.
Like if he launches an Entei and let's say Fuji moves it over to the side, whatever. I'm talking about the fire part. Like Sabo's capable enough of starting an explosion or something like that. Like he's capable of starting the damage, so where like it can be on fire. Right? Some part of that.
We changed the conversation now. Without anyone noticing.
Right?
No
one's gonna notice that big fireball on the side.
People can notice. People can deflect it, but by them deflecting it, it's gonna still leave a bomb, like a poof, and that's gonna start the destruction.
Because we don't know shit yet.
My point is like, people want massive things in the Reverie to happen, right? Everyone wants massive like bombshells to happen. It just depends how long the arc is, because we know Oda takes a long time to get through things. So
yeah.
I mean, Reverie's gonna be.
Well, I mean, like already, already, like we're 2 days out, and already we have Dragon declaring war. Like so, like that's already a big bombshell in of itself, you know. So and then he has his commanders gathering. So like again, like he's making this setup and he's making this push for something big, major to happen. And again, like what Oda's doing right now is that Oda seems to be setting up for Monkey D. Dragon to make this big statement in front of the high. I mean, again, I would argue make the statement in front of the higher ups to let them know that we are going to in fact declare war. And what he does in the meantime, it could be very similar to Fisher Tiger, where he does get some slaves in the process of that. Because if they're distracted by Dragon's presence in their Mary Joa, this could lead Sabo and company and Karasu to stealth in there, even the giant, to stealth in there, save some people, and then build a stronger army. Fair enough.
Does this chapter change everyone's opinion on what Cobra's gonna do and how that's gonna play it as well? Or do you think both's gonna happen at the same time?
Both
At the same time. Oh, he's going to drop the questions about the Black Period and like with the conversation with Robin and that he's talking about.
Oh, Cobra. Yeah. I mean, so no. See, that I think Cobra is gonna happen first. I think that should happen first because and then we segue over to Dragon because I think that if you're gonna have Cobra and Alabasta, like let's say that they do join the Reverie, I mean the Revolutionaries at some point because of Cobra's gonna ask the same questions that got Clover killed. He's going to go deeper. And then if he's going to go that deep and you're going to have the Marines right there, the government right there, they may fear this and then they either may try and shut him down here, like, let's say they deflected. So no questions answered, like fuck that shit. Or if they do want to go deeper or just try and go deeper and he's insists on that, they could fear his presence overall and try and take him out. And that would be the good time for Dragon to come in there and have all the attention not focused on Dragon. Because Dragon is now there taking all the attention from Cobra. And because, of course, he's, a massive threat. So that'd be a really good time for him to come in there.
You think that they would take him out in front of all the world leaders, though, like that?
I don't think they would do something that brash.
Regular people, they don't care.
Because again, here's the thing, because their whole thing is because they could have a cover-up story. Because remember, part of the reason Fujitora was so gung-ho about doing what he did at Dressrosa is because he knew that Kaine would have a cover-up right then and there. And Kaine got pissed about that. So they could have this whole cover-up story with, let's say, of Cobra's death, where Cobra, he had a heart attack or some shit like that, when actually Kaine fucking melted his ass. So again, there could be a cover-up easily, because they're on their home turf. And then the other kingdoms that are there, they may not, again, this could all be done, in the dark, especially if it's over the course of several days. Because again, we're not sure how this works exactly. Yeah.
But because if they do it publicly, it's like they're ruling fair, and I don't think they're really ruling it fair.
Yeah. So while they can cover it up easily for all the islands and stuff that they support, they can't really cover it up for everyone attending that reverie though.
I like the reverie, but I always find it more interesting when the 5 older stars talk. So I would like it a lot if they would actually beat it. But I think that their existence is pretty unknown. I don't think people really know about them, like Cobra.
Yeah.
So
I think they're somewhere in Marie's though.
Yeah. They're gonna be in over probably in a separate, probably like somewhere else, seeing what's happening, whatever. But I want to hear what they have to say. I know they have to.
Yeah. So during this time, because you have major folks in the main Mary Joa palace, this is gonna be the good chance for the revolutionaries to try and go to other areas of the surrounding city and maybe free slaves, and then do it because again, it would be in their best. It would be in their best interest to do it under night cover or something of that sort, or during the major discussions, because their attention is shifted toward they're shifting first to the security as opposed to protecting the entirety of the city. That'll be my guess.
So I agree with that, but I think that Dragon, other commanders maybe can liberate those places, but I still think that Dragon, Sabo, and Ivan busts into the busts in there and still declares war.
Okay, all right.
I mean, if we're doing some headcanon on what's gonna happen in Reverie, I think Drum's gonna get his ass whooped again. Just want to throw that out there.
Who is?
Whitebeard snuck into Marineford, right? And he did it.
He's a king again.
Why can't Dragon do the same?
Oh yeah. Drum Island, yeah. Wapo. There you go. That's his name. Wapo. Yeah.
Sorry?
Yeah. No, he was saying the Wapo's gonna get.
Wapo.
Yeah, Wapo. Yeah, because you said drum. I was drum. What the fuck? Drum. Yeah, no, Wapo. Yeah, no, but okay, bro. What were you saying before? Because I cough. Sorry.
I was saying Whitebeard snuck into.
No, Ty. Wait. Continue.
Whitebeard snuck into the war, right? He showed up with Moby Dick under the ocean. And he shows up in the same way. Why can't, in his own way, Dragon?
Because his goal. Listen.
Ty, I couldn't fit. Ty. Wait, Ty. That last. No. I didn't get it. That last part, please.
So Dragon would show up in his own style of way of, in his own badass type of way, sneak in, but make his big ass entry of like, you know, showing up in front of everybody in front of the reverie table, whatever the case may be.
Yeah, he could do that, definitely. He could, but again, I think that would be under the disguise of what's already happening. Like, he could just hop in there, or he could, like, maybe his powers allow him to, you know, move quietly, and then so he can sneak in there, and then he can, again, appear in front of them, make this big declaration, and then he's gone. And then in the meantime, as they're trying to find where Dragon is, they realize that the Tenryubito were just hit, and the slaves are all gone. Because my guess here is that the slaves, if the Tenryubito, because the Tenryubito may have some presence at the Reverie too, potentially, like they may go to the main palace for X, Y, and Z reason. Again, perfect chance for the slaves to be freed, and then now we have a major force on our hands, and they've just disappeared, and they have vengeful rage against the Tenryubito. So, I mean, having that on top of the auction house being destroyed too would also be amazing. Just have them both. Fuck it. Like, that would be awesome as all hell. You know, that'd be really cool. But the actual palace itself is going to be clean. No Sabo Entes, none of that shit. It's gonna be clean.
Yeah. I wanted to bring up the idea, I think this is another popular theory, is do you think it's possible that a segregation between Akainu and the Gorosei could take place here? Where, I don't know if you've heard that theory, where like you know, Akainu could be planning a coup d'etat. Segregate himself.
It depends on because see, Akainu does have this he doesn't like being meddled around with by the Gorosei. That was alluded to before in the story, where like he really hated the idea of being, I forgot what he said or when it happened, but I remember that happened at some point. But
the Flamingo thing.
Dressrosa, when they, or not, it was beginning, or yeah, towards the end of Dressrosa, when he found out about Doflamingo, and he was getting pissed off at them, and he's like, don't ever do this type of shit again.
Right,
I
exactly,
don't think he can, though.
Yeah.
At the same time, they disrespected him a lot. They called him a bunch of names. Like, the way that I see it, he can't do he can't go against them, because if he goes against them, they probably have strong members of CP0 who will kill him. I think that he's definitely ruled by fear. Like,
I don't think it's fear. I think it's just injustice.
No. To me, it's not. It's just to me, like it's a fair, it's a fair driven thing. Where it's like, okay, like, you know, like, they even told him,
sense of justice.
They're like, no, listen. They're like, listen, you're just the face. Like, shut up. And like, we control it. You know what I mean? So like, I it's no way that they're talking to him like that, unless like we don't know if they can fight or not. But either they can beat him, or it's people that work for them that can beat him. You know what I mean? I don't think he's being nice and he's being justice. Like when that's happening.
But his sense of justice is all out justice or whatever.
This is the same
I
guy.
feel like Kainu respects ranks. Like,
this is the same
Kainu's
guy
not going to go against his superior.
Yeah, I believe so. But at the same time, if he's absolute justice, and he feels like the Gorosei themselves, they need justice. They need justice delivered upon them. Then he will seek justice against them. But I don't know if Odo actually get to that point. But if it ever did, then Akainu would probably.
It would take a very specific scenario,
right?
Like
Exactly.
Trigger that.
And then very quickly, Jameson Bell donated $5 earlier to Super Chat, and he said, "Dragon might spread some Void Century info publicly, maybe kidnap Big News or some shit." So here's the thing. I think if he wanted to do it, I think if this was something that he did, like, let's say midway into the series, because apparently we're over like the quote-unquote 60% more of the series, but that percentage of 60% or like 70% of the series, that's kind of been shifting constantly, because Oda said that, and the year of Sanji was 2 years, and then Dressrosa was like 3 years, and I was like, okay, bro, so I don't know if we're actually 60% still. But here's the thing: if we are over the halfway mark, which we should be, because we're in the new world now, this, I think, would have been better if he had done it over the course of years, where the info was slowly spreading around, and the world government couldn't contain it all, because folks are starting to kind of get big, a greater understanding of who the world government actually is. So, I mean, that's what I would think ultimately.
Oh yeah, so like if Akainu does do some absolute justice and he does turn on them, I think he dies. Like because like I think it's stronger people.
Because you think that there are CP9 guys stronger than CP0 guys stronger than admirals. That's what you think, yeah. But I disagree.
Keep it no. Like of course you're gonna disagree because it's at this point in the story. But check this out. Like if you use Naruto for an example, right? If you use it as an example.
Here we go again.
So you know how first
Remember Astro Boy?
It's so circular. It's amazing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
How come you call me out for using one time in my life, use Naruto as an example, but you used it like 30 times in the stream?
Listen, get out your feelings. This isn't the place for that. We're talking about certain topics.
It's a One Piece.
And this is coming from the one that keeps everyone else off
In
to
the
have
Discord.
his fucking...
Nice deflect.
Yeah, we could so King of Lightning, like, you know how Pain was the leader of the Akatsuki at first, like he was the face of it.
Mm-hmm.
You really doing this?
And
Just
then,
fuck
look,
it, bro.
No, because I'm making a point. So listen, so and Pain was strong. Don't get me wrong, Pain was very strong. Akainu was very strong. But now even after Pain, the second face of it became Obito. Again, very strong. But now he wasn't messing with what's his name, with Madara or with the other people who was above. You know what I mean? So I think Akainu was in the same position where, like, you know, he's strong, but he's only the face. You know what I mean? Like, don't get it twisted.
Again, like this is the problem. Whenever you make these parallels, you don't equate them properly. I would argue. Ultimately, you really don't. So like you're putting it kind of in the same position. I would not do that in the slightest. Like not even a heartbeat. That's the issue at hand.
So hold on. So you don't think he's in a position like how you don't think he's in a position like Pain was, where like, okay, he's strong, he's the leader, but he's not.
No, dude, no, because Pain already had this whole notion of a backstory that was of injustice, and then on top of that, Pain had this notion of the. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm actually doing this. No.
I'm talking about.
Yeah, I really don't want to get into Pain's edgy ass.
Yeah, exactly. I really don't, because you need to go back.
Rank in his organization. I'm talking about Akainu's rank. Like Pain was in charge, or he was led to.
No, I mean
they told us in our face that Akainu, you're just the face. They disrespected him like crazy. That doesn't happen to me unless like it's stronger people around. You know what I mean? Like nobody.
No, that would no, because then the implication there would be that if Toby / Madara Obito was the real one in charge at that point in time, that was well known, and then he disrespected Pain in some way where Pain had to then go against the higher ups, which means him. I mean that's the only parallel you can make there, which didn't happen.
Yeah.
But it didn't happen.
Right, I don't even know what the whole comparison was.
He used the Red Tensei or whatever that
I'm
was
gonna-
to put everybody back. That wasn't.
I'm gonna jump out.
Holy fuck, dude. Yeah, I know. Okay, Ty, I love you, Ty. I love you. But I mean, like the parallels, just keep it one piece, right? Just keep it one piece, because the problem is that when you do these things, they get. No. I can't even say over convoluted. It's like you're trying to find a needle in an ocean, and it's like it's fucking pointless. It's pointless.
But I'm saying.
Okay, wait, hold on. Really quickly. Ruben H donated $5 to Super Chat. He said, "Yo, King, do you think the Celestial Dragons have powerful people like Don Flamingo that we still don't know about, or are we just assuming that they all are weak?" I think that they do have. Don Flamingo did mention before that there is some type of hidden secret that he knows about. I think he was talking about the Tenryubito. I think he was talking about the Celestial Dragon specifically. I'm not too sure. I forget exactly. But there's something that he knows. And potentially...
the treasure of...
something like that. Yeah, there's some kind of treasure. And then potentially folks are saying that they have access to Uranus because they must have something that allows their power to be almost indomitable, not just, powerful allies, not just the Marines or the Seventh Pole, something else beyond that. So that could be the case with the Tenryubito, where they do have an ancient weapon of mass destruction. But I'm assuming that they would have powerful guys too. Like, I also that CP0 are very powerful in themselves. They could have other powerful like Tenryubito themselves, but at the same time they don't necessarily train. So they could have powerful slaves that are very loyal to them. That could be the case too, most definitely. And then really quickly, $2 from Super Chat, right here, Dark Baku Suma, whatever his name is. Ty is the GOAT, letting it be known.
Thanks.
There you go. God of asinine theories.
Why is he
so
lying?
just he's clarifying that. All right. Well, no. He said he's clarifying what that GOT is, which is God of asinine theories. So asinine is not exactly a good word, Ty, but it is what it is. It is what it is.
Asinine, if you don't know what it means foolish.
Well, listen. Like, that's okay, because at least he put it in the form of a donation. So I'm all for the donation.
Okay. There we go. All right.
It's not even a donation to you, though.
No, it is. Me and King of Lightning, we had this thing worked out where I get like 4%.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely, Ty. And why the fuck you sitting on a stream, bro? You fucking up, Ty. Can't say that shit on stream, bro. You fucking up, Ty. Ty is fucking the system up.
I can't now.
I can't, bro. Oh my god, man. All right. So okay, so just wrap this up, right? General thoughts on the chapter, like because I want to say my further review. I'm gonna be selfish here, but what do you guys think of the chapter overall? Because again, I think it was a great chapter, but I mean, okay, fuck it, great chapter for me. What do you guys think overall?
I think it was a great chapter 2. I was
wait, no, Revan.
I would say average at best for me. Maybe above average.
Okay, Smoke, my nigga.
I told you I can't, bro. I just fucking can't even.
You can't even? Okay, yeah, too much Taekwondo? Alright, fine, fair enough.
Oh.
Level 420 weed wizard.
If I had to rate it on a scale of 10, I would say 6 to 8. I enjoyed it.
Fuck, see, nice average too. Damn it.
Gives build up, which, will help with later chapters and helps get the story. For me personally, I'm not too hyped up about, these revolutionary commanders.
Agreed. No doubt. Okay, Bullseye.
7 out of 10. Revolutionary commanders kind of killed the vibe a little bit until I see more.
Okay, Blood Prince.
Probably a 7. It was interesting to see them introduce and start kicking off.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Word. Well, wait, hold on. Wait. Were you still going on? Because I didn't. Wait. Did you cut off Blood Prince?
Just saying, it was just good to see them finally start kicking off the Reverie and that.
Word.
And introducing the new characters for us.
All right. Cool. Fisty, did I get you? I don't think I got you.
Nah. I think 8 out of 10. It was mad interesting to see some utility people introduced, some the government is overtaxing people introduced. And I think the designs are all right. They could have got into it a little more with the hands, but they're interesting.
Right. Alexander.
Hey, yeah, I probably 7 to 8, maybe 7.5 out of 10 for me, because obviously the reveal of we're going to war with Celestial Dragons is huge and something that's been built up for the whole story. I agree that the introduction could have been a lot better. Their designs, I have no problem. It's more of just I think that introducing characters that have been hyped for this long, it should have been a bit more impactful.
Word. Ryzen.
Yeah, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. I absolutely love the world building and everything we got within the chapter. I definitely want to see more from these commanders because they really didn't do much themselves. They just kind of made it a win scenario for the people that just ruffle stomp them. And I just kind of want to see more with what they can do themselves.
Word. And Westfire.
I'd say that this was a 8.5 out of 10 because we got the declaration of war, we got the 4 commanders, and we got Pinkbeard.
Yo, why are we saucing Pinkbeard right now, dog? I don't understand.
No, I'm saying Pinkbeard is it's foreshadowing
it's the new
go-go power, beard.
Oh my god, fucking beard.
But in all seriousness, it's a good establishment because we finally get to see the 4 commanders that have been hyped up since whatever chapter it was when Dragon said we're going to summon all of them from around the world. And we finally got them. Were they kind of disappointing? A tad bit. But that's because, again, it's because it was Pinkbeard. Let's be honest. If Pinkbeard had a bounty of 500 million plus and it was the new world, it would be different. We'd have a different perception on them, but it was more for shits and giggles.
It kind of reminded me of the Ginyu Force landing. I was like, oh shit. Ginyu Force is here, bro.
Beard is what
yeah.
is a dog?
Oh man, so is that everybody? Is that everybody? Or Revan, did you go? Or Revan, did you go or not?
There is Pro Zephyr. He didn't go.
Oh, Pro, you didn't go?
No, okay.
Oh my bad, yeah, go.
I'm extremely biased on this because I'm a huge Rev Army fanboy and I've been waiting for a chapter like this. So
oh my god.
For me, purely in terms of enjoyment, not critiquing it, it was a 10 out of 10 for me. And in terms of designs, I absolutely love the designs. Karasu reminds me of Overhaul from My Hero. Lindberch, he reminds me of like Ratchet and Clank, like Ratchet.
Yeah, true.
And I've always thought of how
He does look like Ratchet.
He does.
and we haven't seen the power of Morley, but a giant with a devil fruit, I feel like is a huge feat, but we haven't seen his full power potential. And then
yeah. By the way, I gotta say this real quick. He's not a giant. See, I call him a gay giant because he's sticks, but he's not actually a giant. He's one of those bigger humans. Because look at his legs. He has no legs. Yeah, no, he's not a giant. No, like he's an enlarged human.
Wait, what you said?
Yeah, no, look at his body. His legs are too small to be a giant's legs.
I don't think he's nearly as big as like Dory or Groggy.
Right, exactly, yeah.
Oh, okay.
When it was introduced, people called him a giant.
No, I don't think he's a giant. I think he's.
Some of the citizens were calling out like, "Whoa, do giants live underground?" Like,
yeah. They
I think he's a giant.
I'm pretty sure he's not a giant, but I mean,
if he's a giant, he's a pretty small one.
Like the way we're seeing the
Giants run the gamut in size, though.
Could he be half giant?
I mean, if you look at page 7, Cole, like
yeah.
he does kind of look pretty massive there, like compared to the humans. Like, look at that. He looks.
Hold on, let me page 7 real quick.
Yeah, I need to go and look at that too.
His legs also don't look all that small there.
Page 7. This is I'm looking at. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, because I'm thinking about I'm thinking about Dory and Brogy, and then Dory and Brogy, like they towered over like the buildings, and they towered over like even like remember like the giant skull like sea things like they were like 50 meters pop. This guy's like he's like Kuma. He reminds me of Kuma, honestly. Like straight up.
A little bigger than Kuma.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
He's definitely bigger.
Yeah, but no, that's not nearly.
But I think.
Yeah, but he's not a giant size though.
I think that height comes out of.
The little people. The people look so small compared to it.
Yeah, exactly.
He's probably smaller, but he's probably like way stronger. So I think that's probably why.
I mean, they call him a potato giant, so.
Right. Yeah. No. So that's what I'm saying. Like, but like he's not. Okay. Look at the other giants in the world. Like, look at like Haiduden and.
I agree with that. He's just like he's an abnormal giant.
Right. So he could be a half giant. Yeah. He could be a half giant. He could be like a midget giant or something. I don't know if I can.
Yeah,
some of that. Yeah.
Just be a smaller giant, because like you got fucking San Juan Wolf over here. Like,
nah.
But he's definitely bigger than like Karasu.
Enormous. San Juan.
Quick.
Yeah, well, that's San Juan Wolf. That's not like that's San Juan Wolf, bro. Yeah.
They're riding him like a boat.
Giants just be random sizes, to be honest. I think Oda just forgets sometimes.
He probably fucking does, man. Yeah.
So to quickly end off my.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry about that. Yeah.
This is a chapter I've been waiting for a long time. So in my own bias, it was a 10 out of 10 for me.
All right, there we go. And I think we're done. All right, y'all. So.
Wait, hold on. Let me get my rating.
Oh, actually, when did you come in? What? Okay. Yeah, by all means.
I had to come in and give this chapter a 10 out of 10 for Pinkbeard.
Oh, fucking course, man.
Is he the new Road?
No, man.
I'm glad everybody is giving Pinkbeard his props.
Yeah.
Gas and Pinkbeard.
Pinkbeard out of 10. Pinkbeard out of 10.
Pinkbeard out of 10.
I think that's what I'm cosplaying at Anime Expo.
Yeah, dude. Fucking Pinkbeard. All right, bro.
Fucking got it.
Nah, but listen, smoke. You can't be lazy about it though.
I give the chapter a 10 out of 10 because it was good seeing Dragon. Like I only don't like the designs of the revolutionary commanders because like I know that like some of y'all like the designs, some of y'all don't. But if the designs was more dope, y'all would think they were stronger. So like I just don't like the designs.
I mean, I really like their designs. I just want to see more with what they can do because they didn't really do anything.
So I don't know if that was you, but was that you that said one of them looked like Ratchet and Clank? The guy?
Oh, that was me.
Oh, okay. So the thing about their designs is that like, okay, their designs might be dope, but they designs like, y'all don't think they're dope in terms of power. Like, you're like, you know what I mean? Like, I would have loved to see some more.
Ty, we are not.
That thinks they're dope in terms of power.
I mean, we
did was
can't
baby
judge
shake.
Mother
All
of
was
Jesus.
rally a bunch of citizens to like raffle stomp a 52 million berry guy, they just kind of watched.
50 million. It's
what I'm trying to say is some designs like category designs, you know they put in work. You know what I mean? Like some designs like Fujitora, you know he puts in. Like I'm talking about.
Carter Kirk have a wonky Carter Kirk have a wonky ass design. It's he has a bounty over $1 billion. This motherfucker right here. Okay. Like it's not. You know what? No. No. No.
Real quick, I want to change my rating to a 9 out of 10 just because I'm going over the
Westfire,
chapter.
really? Okay, all right. Westfire is gonna win us a 9 out of 10 now.
On page 13,
He's giving it 0.5 extra.
On page 13,
I didn't
the girl
actually
from
rate it 10 out of
Ace's,
10.
cover
Yeah.
story, she's the one who's beating up Pinkbeard with the stick, and I'm gonna give another half a point for that because she's the one who takes down Pinkbeard.
But they do so because of Karasu, because Karasu takes away the weapons, and also Junkrat frees them. So, I mean,
like I said, they just kind of like made it a one-sided fight for the citizens.
right?
They didn't really do
Exactly.
anything else.
Exactly. So it's not like too crazy. If the pirates had the weapons too, it would be like a fucking bloodbath or something. Well, okay, maybe not, because they're there, but it would be a lot harder for the citizens to just kind of win. So yeah, she's a part of the cover story. That's neat. And actually, this kingdom is the same kingdom of the prince of the previous girl in the last chapter. So remember, there was one princess that was captured in the previous chapter. That's her kingdom.
Yeah,
that's her kingdom. I found that out the other day. Yeah.
The king must be really corrupt in the.
I don't think he's corrupt. No, I think it's just coincidence, honestly.
Princess is spoiled. That's
she is spoiled.
He's not
That's true.
corrupt, but he's doing a pretty shitty job.
If fucking Pinkbeard invades you, you're doing a shitty job, bro. You fucking up. You fucking up bad.
His daughter to get away himself.
Yeah.
I just think that says a lot about.
I searched up Lindberch like a couple of days ago when the chapter dropped. It's based off of, I think it's based off of a real person because he was
It is.
in the U.S. military army. He was an inventor and explorer. So I mean, like, if I think it's an easy assumption to make that Lindberch might be an inventor, judging by the.
Him being inventor makes sense to me, definitely. Yeah, I mean, but for me, I guess I could say like he's a superior version of Usopp and Frankie, something like that.
Yo.
Yeah. All right.
Have you seen the color version, bro, Commander, from the Revolutionary Army? Like, yo, that didn't look like Smoker's bomb. Imagine, like...
The color version?
Like
The color version. Oh, you mean like DeviantArt?
Fan
colorings?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause like she got the cigarette in her mouth and stuff like how Smoker does. Like, that'd be crazy if that's Smoker's mom. What?
All right, and on that, okay. I mean, okay. Maybe that would be crazy. That would be wild if she was Smoker's mom. That would be wild. That would be absolutely insane. Definitely. Yes. Okay. All right. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I'm gonna call it a stream. I am tired as fuck, and I want to go to bed, and I'm gonna go to bed, and I am going to do some more. The next live discussion is gonna be a Hunter x Hunter one for sure. That's gonna come out either on Monday or on Tuesday. That's the plan, and we're gonna talk about a lot of shit when it comes to Hunter x Hunter. At least hopefully a lot of shit. And on that one, Revan will not be there, but Death Admiral should be in his stead, and we should be good to go. So I appreciate everyone coming to the stream today for the Tier 3 guys. I appreciate my man, the absolute cuck himself, Smoke Raider, coming back from the ether. As always, damn right. Smoke himself.
I said you the other day, bro. Why you gotta be like this?
Yo, man. Smoke himself has a dead channel, but check it out at Smoke Raider. Yeah, right. Yeah. And also, shout out to Taekwon. As usual.
Thanks.
Shouts to Taekwon. Shouts to Dustin who came in earlier. No doubt. All right, guys.
Great to meet you, Ty.
Yeah. Yes.
No, legit. You're a legend.
Yeah, he's a legend, bro.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, no doubt. All right, so I'm and also shouts to Eric who came in earlier, right? So he'll definitely get the Viola running gif at some point done, which will be excellent. And of course, check out the shirts in the box below, people. We have the new category. Yeah, we have the new category. The new category Slam Jam shirt. That shit is fire, bro.
All you have to do. It looks
like.
So that being said, guys and gals, I am done. Be sure to rate the video. It is not that hard to do, especially when I know that you all have a device called Zaymausu. You use Zaymausu to click, rate the video. Wait, I'm getting to it. To click, subscribe, especially for you Twitch guys. Subscribe. That is mandatory. And of course, comment in the comment section down below. Tier 3 subscriptions, definitely. Peace. And have a nice goddamn day. All right, guys, take it easy.
See you, man.
I'm about to kill you with that shit, bro.